of how long you live. You are important because of. You are not important because of how long you live. You are important because of how effective you live.
Exactly on time.
And most people are so concerned about growing old rather than being effective. The people who have impacted the world didn't live long.
Yeah. Children of the lie, yeah, yeah. Children of the lie, yeah. Children of the lie, yeah, yeah. Children of the lie.
John F. Kennedy.
Children of the lie. Children of the lie. Children of the lie, yeah.
I mean, these
Children
people
of the
who
lie,
impact the
yeah,
world.
yeah. Children of the lie, yeah. Children of the
We're not
lie,
old
yeah,
people,
yeah. Children of
but
the
they
lie.
lived so effectively
Children of the lie, yeah, yeah.
that we
Children
cannot
of the
erase them
lie,
from
yeah.
history.
Children of the lie, yeah. Children of the lie, yeah. Spirit looking like ice. Follow law so precise, yeah. How much y'all pay the price? We in here like lights, yeah. They ride our waves like bikes. Devil watches like yikes. We never do what he likes. And I'm watching all the demons, they sneaky. Yeah, they always coming at us like 3D. And I'm praying that the Ruach don't leave me. We bro and sis just like Dexter and Diddy. The devil always tries hardest to beat me. It'll never work like Stevie and Mimi. Y'all don't get it, reality TV. And if you don't, then I understand. Cause on the other hand, yeah, I barely watch TV. Meditating so the angels could reach me. Frequencies like a satellite TV. Discern the spirit so I analyze easy. Wickedness in the spiritual realm. They can try me, but it ain't gonna be easy. If it's beef, then I end them all easy. It's going down just like French's or ZZ's. Children of the lie, yeah. Children of the lie, yeah, yeah. Children of the lie, yeah. Children of the lie, yeah, yeah. Children of the lie. Children of the lie, yeah, yeah.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Term is 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit? Bullshit?
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long.
I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
Yes, yes, yes. We will shut shit down. You know, I gotta come in singing tonight. Blessings, blessings, Levi family, Dolton family, and Thornton family. So you're here for the Inside Scoop, brought to you by Grace Levi. I love you guys. Thank you for being with me here on a Sunday. I know a lot of my broadcasts kind of been like pushed around because a lot of stuff been going on, a lot of moving parts. So I want to say thank you for getting the notification and hitting the like button, okay? So if you did see by my community page, there is a lot going on. Excuse me. I need to be coming off at my fast actually at 7 o'clock. So bear with me. I may be eating some chips in a second because my butt is hungry. So I got a little burp. Excuse me. Now we're going to just go to the community page real quick so we could kind of highlight some of the things we're going to talk about tonight and keep the audience up to par. Why do I want to start doing that now? So you already know how I do the lives. You guys, I am very open to you guys being participants. So do leave your comments in, you know, down there. Go ahead and start talking about everything you want to talk about. And as the broadcast come, I'm going to put y'all on the screen. So this right here, the reason why I post this, because there was something going around in Thornton Township. Man, I need to drink some water. Hold on, y'all. All right, there was something going around, and this post was going around in Thornton Township, and they were asking, was this the young lady who was screaming from the top of her lungs on Jedediah Live as well as at the Thornton meeting? And allegedly, the young lady, you remember we talked about her and the little inside backdoor scoop that we did earlier this week, where the young lady who was actually yelling, which is this young lady right here, which looks very different. Okay, her name is Darlene or something. Deborah, but she has another name that she goes by. Okay, so this young lady right here was the one that caused mayhem, and I do want to clarify that it's not this officer in Dolton. I was told by residents out there that this young lady, even though she's standing next to Henyard, she's pretty honorable, a nice young lady, and just happy to be an officer. So I wanted to clarify that first. That's not her. Okay. Now, also the drama that has been going on in Dolton right now is that Keith Price just walked into Hooters on Terrence with his Tiff sweater on. Edit. Tiff is with him. Now, I'm bringing this up because people don't understand why I'm bringing this up. If you don't know, is because allegedly, and I don't have the clips that support this, but from what I have found out is that what we're going to talk about today, Mr. Roberts went to this location. Okay. So when we get into it, we're going to talk about it. He went to this location while allegedly Henyard was there, which caused an issue. Okay. And we're going to get to that. So Superman Kamal out of 155 and Cottage Street Grove block ring doorbell. Okay. So that's what we're going to get into. We do have a list of cases and judgments against Kamal. So we're going to do our part one of who is Kamal Woods, okay? And guys, do bear with me. What I'm going to do, since I do so many long lives, I am going to work on putting timestamps in them this week, okay, guys? I know it's a little annoying, but I do break up this content and, put it separately throughout the weeks, so you can watch it like that too as well. But I'm going to get a little bit better because someone was like, when did this start? And I'm like, oh, it starts at this time. So I'm going to get that together. But this is what we have. We have some proofs of judgments against Mr. Kamal. So we're going to start to get to know Kamal a little bit. And you know what we do. We go deep into cases. We're not going to go into all his cases because there's a lot. But there's a few that I found very interesting. And one of them definitely is a new eviction and an older eviction and his divorce. Okay. All right. Yeah. So this is an issue. This is the major issue. Now, Ms. Roberts did remove this, but I did catch it. So I just have to just share what I know. Said I'm beyond pissed. Okay. So these are Durkin Cridgley, Kamal Woods, and Michael Smith can all surround my husband while threatening him. And this Tiffany Henyard had the nerve to go lie and tell the judge that my 66-year-old husband, Paul Robertz, gave a speech that advocated for someone to attack her. Okay, attack and hit her. Oh, yeah, we are going to court to fight this ludicrous excuse for a restraining order. You will not stop us from doing what's right. My question is why we as residents can't get the police and sheriffs to help us. We are being threatened left and right, and there is no avail, no help. Okay. And this is why I've been pushing here on this platform about what's going on with the Illinois police, Dolton Police Department. Don't think I'm doing this in vain. It's not just for Alexis Wilson. It's for the residents. There were no police there. And I was just so surprised at this meeting. And I'm like, don't they supposed to go? Aren't they always assigned to go? It was so bad that, according to Jedediah, they had to make a phone call through the live when everything was going live and tell the police to go down there, which is ridiculous. Okay, so that's where this post come from, because what was brought to my attention is that, and I'm saying allegedly because I don't have everything, I would like people to talk for themselves, that Mr. Roberts went down to Hooters and was kind of like this in the window. I don't know exactly how it happened. I'm laughing, but I'm not. We're going to talk about it. But allegedly he was, scoping her out, and she got upset and lied about him inciting this and I think kind of heighten it. And I want to look at the police report. We're going to do some digging, not tonight, but we're going to do, because there's so much going on and we already had things planned. We're going to do some digging, see can we get, some information on all the things that she has said, but some of that is in Dolton politics that I could pull up for you. So when he allegedly went there, it caused her to be upset, alleging again that somebody threatened her life, saying that somebody pointed a gun at her or something. This is allegedly, okay, because I want to get more proof behind that. But this is some of the things that I want to bring our family up to par and what's been going on in the last 48 to 72 hours in Dolton. Not even giving me time to read the case about Mr. Burgers. Jesus. I mean, y'all keep it going. I mean, the show don't stop. Okay? So this right here, this is real life. If you okay. You want to do me like that? Hold on, y'all. Let me get down to the bottom. And then I'm going to get to your comments. Let me get to where the post I was at. And I'm going to get to your comments. We're going to focus on Mr. Roberts. I'm going to get y'all comments, how y'all feel about it. Please tell me. And then I'm going to give y'all my synopsis about it. I probably don't say the things that I want people, y'all want me to say. But I am going to look at it from all perspectives. Y'all know how I do. Okay? Hold on. We're going to be looking at that too. There's so much. Tag this live gonna be long because you know what too? What I've noticed is that people haven't been paying attention to the Trustees page a lot. And there is someone that's catching the tea with the not a Trustees page, catching Henyard's, when she said, what is it, tea with the community, whatever Henyard is doing. And then on the Dolton Trustee page, they've been doing stuff. So I do want to highlight that, but let's just get to Mr. Roberts, okay? Before we even get into some of that tax refund stuff. But they've been talking about some stuff. I did tell y'all that I want to highlight the candidates and figure out what their actual plan is, what they're planning on doing, in detail related to getting Dolton out of debt. Like, this is a serious issue. So this was the post that was up. This is real life. If you were at the meeting, prepared to testify on the behalf of Paul Robertz, Tiffany Henyard lied in her OPP. All right. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. And if y'all was there, would y'all go and testify? That's a crazy question. I'll go and testify. All right. So here you go. You got to expose her. Dion 954. Blessings. Welcome. All right, Miss Terry, welcome, blessings. How are you, honeymoon? She just wanted an issue. He can look in the window. You know what? We're going to talk about it. You know what I was thinking, honeymoon? I was thinking, if you're going to do it, don't do it like that. That's kind of like being a creep. And I'm being real, that's like creeping. I'll just go in. You got your wife, you got money, go in, go sit right next to her, record yourself, talk to yourself. She is a public figure. But I think the way that it is done, keep giving her, ammunition to flip things. This is what I'm saying. I was talking to a few of the Dolton residents about, thinking about this strategically, because she thinks about things strategically, as they even brought to you by Dr. Nikita, that says she don't blink in her sleep. Okay, she's a hardworking, thinking of ways to scheme, allegedly, and then she's in ways to get back at people. So you have to play chess with her. So myself, if it was me, just to let y'all know, I would have walked up in there if I felt like I wanted to go see her and whatever. Like, I'm just saying. Okay, so here we go. Kamala Woods. Who is that? Henyard? That's what you call it, Kamala Woods? Yes, we're gonna be talking about the eviction. He don't pay bills. He don't pay bills. They trash. No, he don't pay bills. He got some things, and it's been going on since his, businesses back in 2014. She got the nerve to talk about, oh, she a businesswoman, this, that, third. You and your man have shown in plenty of occasions you have failed. Okay. She better pay her damn rent. We're gonna get to that, but we're gonna just highlight a little bit about Paul Robertz, because this is important to them. Okay, they're very worried about Paul and what's going on. Okay, blessings, prima donna. How are you? Is their way of life. Who Way of Life, they don't pay. Oh, you talking about Tiffany Henyard? All right, so let's just get back to this because I want to say, we're gonna show Paul. This is a clear. Hold on. Let's see. Did I take it off the screen yet? Let me scroll down and see what they said about Paul Robertz real quick, because people are very concerned. And then we're going to show the clip from Lansing Journal because it's very clear about what he said. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm gonna say is that what he said maybe have incited her. But I will say that many people call her names all the time. I be slipping up here calling her hella names. That word sometimes just come out. I know a few lives I had to catch it myself because she got on my nerves and I called her BT, too many times. So, but I just think the words that he chose gave them ammunition to be upset with him. Okay, so let's just play back what he said so you can hear it, and we're going to keep ourselves up to date on what's going on with Henyard fake allegations. Hold on, I do apologize. Fake allegations towards him, because you're going to see clearly all of these daggone people literally run up to this man. I can't even believe that she would even stand her ground and say something like that. Let's go.
Good evening, neighbors, trustees, and especially supervisor. I paid attention to our supervisor for a year now, and regret that she does not pay much attention to the people she is supposed to serve. Instead, she insists that she is about loving out the people while calling all those who criticize her haters wearing devil's horns. She stubbornly believes that she is still in control of the board meetings both here and in Dolton. She continues to campaign at our expense for another item in both governments when her constituents' biggest question is how come she is still in office. We have 7 more months to endure before a new supervisor is inaugurated. So I asked the supervisor, using the words of Trustee Jones, is it too late for you to do the right thing for the people? The purpose of my comment this evening is to ask the supervisor to work with the trustees reasonably. Reason is the ability God gave humans to make us superior to the rest of the animals. Elephants and whales have a much better sense of hearing than a human, but it's ridiculous trying to ask an elephant or a whale about the best way to distribute 9 million tax dollars between 155,000 people. A dog has much better sense of smell than a human, but if it poops inside your house, you don't expect the dog to apologize to you, nor do you expect the dog to respond to constructive criticism. By definition, an animal does not respond to reason. The only ways that humans can interact with them are to feed the animal, pet the animal, or give it a whack in the snout. This is my way of saying that the residents of Thornton.
Okay, now you see Fania right here. That's Fania right here. She held herself like people starting to figure out what he's saying. And basically he's comparing her to an animal. That's the same thing when me keep calling her BZH. That's a female dog. But I think it's because they may have tried to, as what Honeymoon said, Mr. Roberts is not racist. I don't believe that one bit. But they may have tried to use that as a foundation subliminally and not saying it. Like, oh my God, he's calling this black woman an animal when most people call her an animal. But let's go, because he's doing it very articulate, giving great detailed analogies that pretty much are true, if you compare and contrast here. But let's just listen.
Township can no longer afford the feeding and petting of the supervisor. Does the supervisor have an alternative to getting a whack in the snout? Not if she continues to act like an animal, convinced that she can outrun her captors.
We missed the part when Catch a Dog Smith went up there. And then this gentleman up here, I'm going to call him another Henyard Goon, because many residents said that this gentleman with the dreads, he goes to many meetings and he is connected to Dolton, so he should not even be here in Thornton. You know what I'm saying? But people could just come and do what they want to do. And this right here has nothing to do with him. Okay. Okay. So this guy right here, y'all need to keep your eye out for him. He's been speaking on the behalf of Tiffany Henyard from the beginning and never stopped. If you watch from 2021 going into 22, he was standing at that podium talking, you know, for her and all the wonderful things she was doing. All right. So this right here, this is where you got him coming up, and we're gonna watch. Hopefully they catch it because we showed it before where he's like this. I thought he was pointing, but he was trying to show them the picture, like the page. Like I didn't say no one attack her, but let's finish because he didn't even finish get the rest of the stuff out. So this is the other goon that's coming behind right here with the red hair and trying to block Smith. So that will show you who's the aggressor if this was played in a court of law. You know, I'm paying attention to detail. Like, just look at this. Why they getting between Smith and this man still standing here with one man? Okay. The women was not playing. They said, oh, hey. And then you had someone in the background. Who was this person talking about? Hey. That was very unnecessary and childish. And I don't know if that was a goon of hers, but that got on my nerves. It really did.
Everybody calm down. All right.
My thing, if he incited people to go and do anything to her, why they ain't run up on her? So where is the allegations coming from? The allegations. Let me see. Can I go back to the group real quick so you guys can just see? I wanted to do a quick flashback. Shout out to Lansing. And I just want to see the fouling because they were getting on her about her fouling and how degenerate it was. So let me see. A degenerate. Hit the like button. Blesses, guys. I'm going to get to y'all comments. Let me just find this where they were talking about her being a degenerate. Okay. And then we're going to move on into Keith Price. That's the introduction of Keith Price. Oh, bro, Tiffany criminal attorneys. Oh, yeah. So also that lawsuit don't only include her stopping Burge and Catch a Dog Smith, but also the attorney she tried to hire. Okay. Yeah. We're going to read that. It's a little long-winded, but we're going to get through that. And then if y'all can't get through that whole read, because I'm going to break it down, we're going to go through the exhibits. Y'all know that I'm going to split this video and y'all get to watch it tomorrow or with the day that I uploaded. Okay. So don't stress yourself. Grace Levi going to be here tonight for a little while and y'all won't see me until probably Wednesday. Okay. Hopefully nothing happened. Okay, Tiffany love ex-offenders. Let me just move on and find what I was trying to find. The fouling. Oh, but they always just saying stuff. Y'all always saying stuff. I ain't mad at y'all because it's in the behavior. So what y'all saying be maybe, you know, tough for people to swallow, but it is literally in Tiffany Henyard's behavior. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at them. And I think people will go to, like I said, this page to vent. But we have to stay focused on the facts. We have to stay focused on nation building, critical thinking building. This is another mayor found guilty. I want to look at the fouling. Somebody had the picture. Here we go. So All in the Q, shout out to All in the Q. She posted the foulings and it was reposted by many people out there in Dolton. Shout out to you. So what we're going to do is just read a little bit. This is Tiffany Henyard versus Paul Robertz. Tiffany Henyard is the defendant and Paul Robertz is the plaintiff. This was on 9/24. She filed it at 8 p.m. So 9/24, it seemed like that was 5 days ago. Was that the day of the meeting? What was the day of the meeting, y'all? Because I don't remember it. But they were saying that this paper was filed the day that he went to go look through the window. What day was the meeting, y'all? I'm asking and not looking in the comments. Let me know what day was the meeting because I'm trying to figure out when exactly was this filed. Respondent came to the board meeting and gave a speech. In said speech, respondent advocated for someone to attack petitioner, threatened to, and advocated to hit her. We just saw it. I missed it. Y'all know I'll be looking at the stuff. You don't try to figure out who all is wrong is wrong. What Mr. Roberts said made people very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But all of us have called her compared to an animal. You can't be mad because he did it in detail. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? So it just don't make any sense. So this was filed at 9/25 at 1:30 p.m. So that wasn't on the day. Okay, respondent showed up to where petitioners. Yes, there we go. Respondent showed up where petitioners was located and peered through the window at petitioner, placing petitioner in fear of harm. You see, so this is where it came from. That's why I said allegedly, because I did not read this in detail, but we're reading it together. Shout out to all in the queue. So basically, he went over there creeping, like he was creeping. But I'm going to say I don't really second that behavior. Like I told y'all, if you're going to come in motherfucking hot. I'm going to go sit my black ass down right on next to you and say, how you do? How you do? And don't put that deep voice on, you know, and she's a public official, so you could be like this. So just because it was looking like she's trying to flip it and use it against him, but it's not going to work. So what they're petitioning for is that many individuals basically just go and speak up for Paul. So we're going to keep our eye on that. But I do want to tell you why she hates Paul. You want to know why she hates Mr. Roberts? She can't stand him. He's like a thorn in her ass. For real, he's been on it since the beginning. Okay, so I've been doing my little research, and just if you type in Mr. Roberts' name in Google, it's gonna come up. He put in some work. He's in many articles talking about her. This was back in February 14th, Valentine's Day. I'm like, wait, what day is that? Well, you know, the pagan holiday, but that's what people celebrate. It just popped in my head. All right. Well, that goes to say this was an article that included something that Mr. Roberts said. Now, Mr. Robert was making more wind and ruffles in the feathers of this monster because of what he was saying. And that's why she was consistently trying to shut Mr. Roberts up, because he was bringing the facts. And that's what I love. You see what I'm saying? Just bringing the numbers, telling people to look here, look there. You can subpoena the stuff and do this. Okay. So let's get to this short article. Cook County politician doesn't always like to hear from the public, but some South suburban residents say controversial Thornton Township Supervisor and Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard took extraordinary and possible illegal steps to prevent some from speaking at the public meeting Tuesday night. The sign outside Thornton Township office in South Highland reads, "Welcome to Thornton Township. People work with people." But when residents showed up Tuesday night to speak at the public board meeting, they got anything but a warm welcome. When I arrived there was security here. This was Stephanie Wiedemann. Okay, this was her, a former township employee and frequent Henyard critic. He was standing at the door of the stairs, preventing anyone from going up to the boardroom. I asked him if the meeting was downstairs. He replied yes. And now you remember that when they shunt people downstairs, okay, just lying and cheating. So Weedman and a handful of other residents wanted to speak directly to the supervisor, Tiffany Henyard, who has generated controversy from spending hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars on trips, police security, billboards, and her own personal charity, but not her rent. We're going to get, but not the rent. Okay. So this is the comment from Mr. Roberts. Okay. I'm just curious to see who makes the decisions about how our tax dollars are being spent. And Thornton Township resident Paul Robertz, who also tried to attend the meeting, but they never got that chance. Okay. So she's been trying to block them. I'm going to show you another article where Paul is talking to the media, and she don't like that shit. He getting wind. He getting people looking at him. Oh nah, he going to jail. And this gonna. I'm laughing. I'm gonna say a little joke. This gonna be Paul. Paul. You about to get him, Paul? But I gotta make a little joke.
Why are you detaining me?
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing.
All right, I'm gonna stop right there. We ain't even gonna get it. We're gonna play that towards the end. But that's Paul right now. Like, you about to lose your job. I know he's gonna take the right avenues to go after that ass. I know he is. He's not gonna just let this sit. He's not. Now, I think he's gonna sue. I will hope not. I will hope so. I don't know how to feel about that. But the thing is, that reason why I don't, because the residents suffer, okay, financially. And honestly, that's why I'm so like really trying to figure out how the trustees and the next mayor is going to approach fixing this issue, because I think they're going to need a bailout. Dolton is going to need a bailout for real. So submitted by Paul Robertz, Thornton Township residents. So this was August 10th, 2024. This was last month. This was he's just making his way around town, talking fast and he homebound. Paul Robertz. Let me stop. Y'all know I ain't got no behavior. Dear Governor Pritzker and Capra, okay, Chief of Staff, I reside in Lansing, Illinois, within Thornton Township. For the last year, I have spent a good portion of my time watching Tiffany Henyard, the township unqualified supervisor and mayor of Dolton, Illinois. I will assume that you are aware of many of the crimes. So he lists the crimes: misappropriation of funds, obstruction of justice regarding allegation, murdered by her police forces. Shout out to Alexis Wilson and Cara Wilson. This is a direct to that and all the many other cases that they were involved in, like the $33.5 million. Okay, co-mingling of funds between Dolton and Thornton Township, where she's trying to say, Carmen, you know you've been spending that money. You were spending on this car. You were spending on that car. Okay, trying to put it on Carmen. Locking residents and trustees out of the village hall, denying the press and the public entry to the township board meeting, using public funds for campaign material. Okay, that's kind of what we highlighted on the video that we dropped. And somebody was like, where did it say that she hired a company? Oh yeah, she hired, it was called National something. It kind of went over people's heads. It was supposed to be $67,000. They gave her a discount for $47,000 for her to basically get names of people who she can campaign to. Okay, so that's not the only way, buying campaign material and all that. Hiding financial records and proposed budgets, etc. So this is, I'm going to leave this for you guys so you guys can hear directly what Paul Robertz wrote to Governor Pritzker about Tiffany Henyard in detail. It's pretty lengthy, but we just have a few more articles to go through. Okay, and we got a lot to share tonight. I just want to show you that Mr. Robertz been on her, it's like kryptonite, and she can't stand that ass. Oh well, oh hell, because Mr. Robertz, that's why I love him so much, because he stayed on her butt. Even though, everybody go and do their little shots fired, you know what I'm saying? Say whatever they want to say to relieve their stress, crack jokes, things like that. He stayed pretty consistent as far as bringing facts to the table, highlighting things at the meeting that's pertinent for people to pay attention to. So this was 4 months ago. Thornton Township resident accused Supervisor Henyard of misused tax budget and funds. Let me see if he's in this and they show him. I think so. This would, hold on. Let me put this on the screen. I know, I'm telling you, once you put Mr. Paul Roberts' name in there, his name, yep, he been putting in that work. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff I pulled up with his name. Now, let me see. And there was articles highlighting my man. Okay. So let me see. This is resident have accused Henyard of misusing tax dollars. Okay. So meeting room in Thornton Township board was packed until it, which is unusual to say the least, on Friday afternoon meeting that was rescheduled from Tuesday. Now, y'all remember she did that when she tried to get people not to show up? She did that a few times. The township is doing what? There go Mr. Rob. Is that Mr. Roberts right there? I think that's him. It looked like him. Okay. So the township is doing well, but the people running around telling lies. It's hard to believe anything she says. So this is residents of Dixmoor. Taxation without representation. The people who have no say about them doubling the spending. Resident Paul Robertz said. So Friday was legally the last day of the board could approve the budget for the next fiscal year. So there was little time for a debate. The township assessors, political opponents of Henyard, is critical of the budget. There's a total disrespect for people when we've never had that before, township assessor Elton said. So this was Mr. Roberts in another article highlighting, but y'all know he gives a mouthful. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I gotta highlight him. Maybe he could use this when he go to court. Like, listen, pull up all these articles to show exactly what you've been doing. He was featured in Lansing Journal again on May 23rd, 2024. Okay, so I am a supporter of Mr. Roberts. You know, like I say, everybody don't do things the way I do them. You do what you got to do, but you just gonna have to fight now because you done gave this stupid witch over here room to put you in a compromising position. You see what I'm saying? So this was Local Voice Thornton Township proposed budget could be Tiffany Henyard's biggest crime yet. And this was submitted by Mr. Roberts. You think she like this? I believe that each township is required to allow the public to ask questions about the budget and that residents have the ability to amend the budget before it is put up to vote by the trustees. If you look at page 15 of the professional looking proposal budget below, you will see that 5 months long process of involving the public in the budget. So they're supposed to do that. I don't believe any of that has happened. I do read that the budget mentions that Thornton Township is committed to realizing Supervisor Henyard's vision and going on to propose salary increase of 37%. So this is the shit she didn't want out. Shout out to Mr. Roberts. That's why you can't put him in jail. Show him the judge is going to throw this out. The judge done watched this already. Okay, so this is some of the things he was saying. He said over last year, an increase of 49.87% in the general funds, while forecasting lower tax revenue and proposing further cuts to the assessor's office. So these are some of the things that he have brought up, critical things, and this is why she hates him. Okay, so what the Dolton residents and Thornton residents are doing is calling out for basically them to show up in court. Hopefully it is an online hearing and many people can show up. And if I'm available, y'all know I'm listening. But I also got to keep track because you have to get permission from the judge. I ain't about to be going to jail for nobody. I ain't got time to be getting no order sent to me for no reason. Almost did that before when Jedediah was in court, and then the judge granted for people to be able to show it. I'm like, okay, gee, we was up there just showing shit. So just keep me posted, y'all. If y'all can remind me the ones that I talked to in my inbox about the time frame of this happening. I love y'all. Y'all know I'll be trying to drop a lot of stuff. All right. So now what we about to get into? We about to get into Kamal Woods. Blessing, Miss Ortiz. How are you? Love and blessings, everyone. Let me see what you're saying in the comments. I also think that the trustee Everett and Jerry Jones should be demanded to show up for the meeting or not be paid. Yes, I agree with it. They're playing a dirty game. Miss Everett, her old self, she going to hell. Old lady, you closer to God than us. I'm gonna just tell you, this is supposed to be the time that you're supposed to be living righteously, not dangerously. You so spiritually blinded, Miss Everett, that your is really playing this. Now, Jones, I gotta say the same thing too. You about to lose your pension. I don't know what's going on with you, Jerry Jones, but you need to show your ass up. I agree. Because the FBI looking at you too. You can't just make a statement and say, well, if it's anything that I made a mistake on, and if I went on a convention that I wasn't supposed to, just let me know. They're not gonna let you know until you get that subpoena, baby. You're not special. You think $3 million gonna get you out the country? You and your son about to flee the country, Jerry Jones? You know, it's talking shit. What's your plan, Jerry Jones? Tell us, because we got an eye on you. Ms. Martin, I agree. Tell them to show their ass up. Excuse me. Moving on. They all need to be voted out. Jones, Henyard, Darlene, Everett, Chris Gonzalez. We will not vote them in again. Now, I always give Chris Gonzalez his kudos, but I have to tell the other side of Chris Gonzalez. There are many residents that can't stand Chris Gonzalez. You know why? Because they said that he was the one that elected her. Like he chose her at the last minute when she got in for supervisor, like a minute before it hit the clock. Basically saying that if the people made the decision, it was going to be like chaotic or something to that nature. So people can't stand Gonzalez. I'll be trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I guess that first when he woke up the next day, he was like, oh shit, I fucked up. And from there, he been on her ass like kryptonite. I mean, when did it start? I mean, we got to give him some rep, but they can't stand him. So, oh well. Ooh, let's say, and if I could find this, they said allegedly contracts was going out to some of these trustees, and that's why they chose to put her in position. That's why they were all rolling over for her. Allegedly. Okay, allegedly. I have to agree, Miss Trina. That's what they say. But he been trying. He been trying to get her. Just a little bit. Can I get a little credit, please? Carmen was appointed by Henyard for her seat, but we're getting her out too. Don't forget, she voted for a lot of Henyard's mess before the feds came in. Javon, that's what I'm saying. I'm keeping it real. And that's the same way I think people need to shut it up. Think about Dolton. Y'all better pay attention to what everybody done did and don't be falling for the limelight, and make sure you hold everybody to the damn fire. Y'all holding them trustees and Thornton to the fire, I guess, because they took long. But y'all just better pay attention to some of the things that was happening before Tiffany became mayor and who was in position and what could have happened. I'm just keeping it real because that's going to allow you to ask other representatives now, like, hey, I remember before you had this view. Now, what you think about it now? What we going to do? They probably have something much different, but it's good for y'all to know and ask the questions. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Valerie. Welcome, beautiful. Thank you for being here. Yes, I appreciate you guys hitting the like button. Thank you for being here with Grace Levi, where you know we do these long lives and we break down everything comprehensively. Hit the like button. That part. Miss Wilson, Michelle Wilson. I love that name. Don't pay no money. I'm in love with that name. I heard that's a common name out there in Illinois if you're from out there. That's why I was saying he was wrong. Paul is smarter than that last letter. He usually lists facts of Tiffany and wrongdoing. See? I agree with you. That's what I said. I said that to my people, my residents out there. I'm like, yo, y'all got to think about it. He did incite it. I'm a little like people be disappointed in me. I'm like, come on, Paul. You could have just put some more facts out there. Like, at this point, I'm over the talking the bullshit about her. Here, I'm going to do it. We got a little bit of mess. We got people on YouTube that just messy as hell. But I'm giving y'all the facts. So you're going to be a little bit messy. But I think that when people go up there, they need to use that time effectively. You're literally almost on national TV. You see what I'm saying? I would have been up there like, hey, if there was me. I was like, we have an event on the 5th because we're protesting the mayor right there. The mayor right there. Yeah, because her cops that was involved in multiple shootings, we want to get a few of them off the roll call. So check out October 5th, October 10th event. Also, sign this petition. Tiffany Henyard, you're out of there. How you going to be like, bye-bye? That's what I'm going to say. Bye-bye. That's it. I'm not about to argue with nothing. Now, tell them I said it. So I do agree with you that sometimes we just going to have to stop. Y'all told me to stop. Come on. Shit. Thank you, Miss Wilson. I love you. I love you. Okay. That's what we got. People just open. We right is right. Wrong is wrong. We already know Mr. Roberts is the shit. But I think this one was like a little self-sabotage. Just a little bit of the Jedediah thing going on. I said it. But at the end of the day, he's going to handle it because what they're doing is illegal and wrong. And the same thing in the Jedediah situation. You see what I'm saying? It was just room for them to do this shit. Gotta play chess, not checkers. Shit. Right? I'm still going down the comments and then we're going to be moving on to Kamal Woods. All right. All the trustee has to go. They all been in the cookie jar of our tax money, and I'm tired of these unprofessional ass boards. Go ahead, Ms. Javon. I ain't mad at you. So you obviously is a Dolton resident. Thank you for being here. I pray that what we share with you, what I share with you, is actually enlightening you and keeping you focused and knowing, like, wait a minute, we about to ask everything, and everybody. Okay, only the righteous is going to survive. We're going to ask some hard questions. Ask me hard questions. I'm going to say it, but I ain't going to hate you afterward. You ain't on my team. You know what I'm saying? We ain't with that shit. Okay, he did, but he tried to give black women a chance. So what does that mean, Dion? He did what? Called an animal? A filthy animal? Listen, I called her worse. I remember I told you one live, I kept saying, I'm like, I look back like, damn, how many times you gonna call her that? You gotta clean up yourself. You're getting too wild. She's making you act unruly. She'll make it. This boy right here, she'll make you get unrighteous. He just make you get unrighteous. He appointed that demon. Michael Smith, I've better looking faces on iodine bottles. We'll put his ugly face up there when we get to the case. I ain't put that catch a dog looking like a dog. Let's put the looking like a dog. He do look like that picture is just totally, somebody had to alter that. Look at him over there inciting the riot. This the motherfucker that needs to be talked about. This is the person allegedly that you try to appoint to an administrative position that has no tact, no type of behavior. Okay? That's why I want to make sure I say, because I was about to say Miss Javon, right? Hold on. Let me get you back. Miss Javon, she said, I'm tired of this shit. Let me make sure I'm saying, because y'all know sometimes them names just go right out of my head. How am I supposed to go? Yeah, Javon, I said it. Okay, because y'all know I'll just be forgetting sometimes. Where we at? I'm going back down to Michael Smith, okay? I heard Chris was paid by Henyard for some painting job. See, that was the contract thing. You're giving a little bit more detail. This is all allegedly. But I heard something similar. I guess everybody got to go. You better fight to the end. Collect your check. Mr. Gonzalez, they look like they're coming after your seat too. I'm just saying. Uncensored. Also, Tiffany showed what the hell is that? A bull and piece of paper. Oh, that was cute. I liked that. I said, yeah, I had to figure a bull and piece of paper regarding bingo. That's something I want to talk about, but it's going to prolong this live. We're going to do it separately where bingo is illegal. You got to pay taxes on it. Hopefully Thornton ain't getting in trouble for all this she done gave away. That's the thing. That's why they want to audit. Okay. Paper regarding bingo, just like she did in January regarding the trustees cutting off the credit card. Who highlights whole paragraphs? Me and Tiffany. So I'm going to read everything. Shit. Let me stop. Blesses. Okay. All of them has to go in Thornton. That's what they saying. Now I'm about to get to it. It is Gonzalez. Yeah, it's on Gonzalez. That's what I said. Right? He was wrong. All right. Last comment. The trustee shouldn't let her deflect when they ask Henyard questions. Gonzalez asked her a question about the numbers. Tiffany says she will in Thornton Township talk, but didn't show up. Now we're going to, I guess when I get into the bingo thing, because we're going to come back Wednesday. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get into the bingo thing, the illegality of it, as well as we're going to look at this stupid meeting that she be having. What is it? Talk with Tiffany. Township Talks with Tiffany. Yeah, we're going to get into that on Wednesday. So that's when we'll get into the legality of bingo. Okay, so let's keep this broadcast moving. Thank you guys for being here with me. Now we're going to get into Mr. Kamal Woods, Mr. and Miss Tiffany Henyard being evicted. They on their butt. Now this has been a talk all day about this one right here. Let's just do a flashback into Thornton politics to see what the people has to say. Shout out to you guys. I highlight you guys. Thank you for participating in today's live. giving your insight, finishing off some of the things that I'm saying allegedly too, just clear it up. We just here talking about stuff. What is that? Sunday, October 27th at 4 a.m. Let me move forward. Moving forward. Hold on. This is when we're going to get into Kamal Woods. Oh, I'm going faster. Tiff, and Leotis. Okay, so they call Kamal Woods Leotis. I don't know why they call him Leotis, but Tiff and Leotis got 99 problems, but rent should not be one of them. Okay, and that's what we can talk about. Let me put Leotis on the screen right here. The man right here, they hate him. Look at him. They be doing him so dirty. Okay. Let me see. Let's get to it a little bit. Let me move this off the screen, see if I can find a little bit more about Leotis. And shout out to Anna Manchisa. Okay, I hope I'm saying it right. Miss Anna. You know how to dissect names. Y'all just get it together and tell me and I'll get it together. But she's the one that actually put the exact website that made it so easy for me. So don't say that Dolton Politics don't put resources to find all the damn cases we going to show y'all on Kamal Woods. So thank you. I got the case numbers and everything. Now I could go into Pacer. You know what I'm saying? Go figure this shit out. We're going to do like a 3-part series on this gangster, big ass gangster. And that's what I was telling y'all. Kamal Woods, and this is how I look at it. And I mentioned this before. I know gangs. Sad but true. I grew up in Newark. They had Bloods and Crips. Bloods was out there acting crazy on the streets, fighting, bang, 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 shoot them up. Crips were more silent. They did like robberies, white collar crimes. They will have jobs. I know Crips who will hold jobs and be like plumbers and things like that, was hustle, do car rings, these type of shit. You see what I'm saying? White collar crimes. He remind me of that. That's what Kamal remind me of, how he moved. But I can't bring any definitive proof, but I know what I smell. I know I grew up around them. I left Jersey when I was 30. 29. Yeah, 30. You know what I'm saying? I know. Okay. So hold up. Let's see a little bit what they were saying about his eviction. Oh, and this is the lawyer. When we get to the case, this lawyer right here, this man right here, you're not hired. Okay, that's another bonus to the good news that we have for Dolton. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. Here we go. Let me just read this and then we're going to get to the cases because this is our intro. I just had to laugh because just the beginning is messy. Miss Lanier. Okay. Hobo-actual poster boy. That's what they know. That's what Leotis. That's what they called you. Okay, got Mr. Robert in the window, like looking at Leotis and shit. He wasn't there. What rent? Laughing my butt off. Or the true pimp this is. Got a job with no work. A home with no bill. Hell, a car in the township pays for the gas tools. If welfare pimping was a person, legendary. I ain't mad at him. See ahead what you do. You dumped it. Hold on, I'm trying to understand what she said. You dumped it. The kicker is he is another woman husband. All right, that's what we're going to get to here too. Yes, he is another woman husband. The divorce is not finalized, and that's not allegedly. We're going to show you that. They're still in court. They got court October the 20th something. They got court. This chick is still married. Talking about she a black woman. We supposed to respect her. This is it. A woman stealing. Was it? Here we go. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you. I don't respect that. I'm gonna tell y'all that's one thing that will make me okay. I'll get to that. It says, so let me see. A purchase mail. This is what they call him, a purchase mail hoe. If he was smarter, hit her with an actual harassment lawsuit, say she forced you, win your case, go home with a stack of money and a lawsuit payout to his family. Shut up. They like, yo, go run right now before she hit the fan. But he's already in debt. I bet you this lady who is divorcing him, I hope she's definitely divorcing him, don't want to have nothing to do with him. But basically they saying the only way out of what you involved in is literally saying that she sexually trafficked you force you to do this, and then you gonna sue her. You about to Puff Daddy her. That's why they was putting Puff Daddy up there. They like, save yourself, Leotis. But Leotis is never gonna be able to save himself. You know why? Because he's I don't know if he's a hardcore criminal. Wait, it was more. Wait, one more thing, y'all. It was one more. This is it. Let me put it back up there. Kamal and Tiffany Henyard. I have to say that this is part of our introduction. They were going around, them and Andrew Holmes. And this is told to me by the residents, knocking on people's door to get signature for her to run for supervisor and mayor. Are we living in the psyops? What is going on here? Why is she not going to jail? So this is what's going on. That's why I said we have to be focused, because if I was up there, I would have been like, listen, voters registration is every Saturday at the park. We'd be right there sitting there with our little booth. You know what I'm saying? Then like 2 hours go walk around. I'll give suggestions because I can't be out there. I would love to, because I'm a single mama too. I got to be here working and shit, figuring out how to pay all these damn bills and stuff. But when I come out there, y'all know I'm coming out there. But I'm going to give my family some suggestions. I would have been like, listen, voting every Saturday. Voting sign up every Saturday and Thursday at this park. We just sit there. You know, you can fill out your papers. We mail it in for you, this, that, and the third. You see what I'm saying? Get Henyard out everywhere. They're supposed to be turned up having hell season. Fuck hell week. A hell season. This ain't no joke. She's still coming in hot. She's still coming in hot, y'all. I'm putting a battery in your back. Okay? Tiffany telling the Dolton Township residents she paid for them special food boxes and the food items with her own money. But she can't even pay $3,300 in back rent. Okay? Hold on. It was something else about Mr. Kamal Woods that I wanted to bring up. It was something about that monster. What it is. It was something else. I'm trying to remember. If I remember it, they got so much here. Shout out to you guys. This is residents of Tiffany Henyard and her boyfriend Kamal Woods, soon to be evicted unless they pay the money they owe. Knock on your door asking you to sign a petition. Decline to sign. Okay. Howard Smith said, hell no, we won't go. It's something else about Kamal Smith, y'all. Damn it. Who is Smith? Kamal Woods. Who is Smith? I'm sorry, y'all. I kept calling him Smith. Kamal Woods. Is one more thing about this man before I show y'all all his judgments against him. Wow, over 3,300. What's happening, Pumpkin? And why won't you let them in for the inspection of mayor? Shout out to Myra. This is her post. All right. Let me move on. Okay. There we go. Let's play this. This was what I wanted. That's what I wanted to look at. This is official news. That's what I wanted to show y'all. I said, damn, what the hell I'm looking for? Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? I did a 2-hour live earlier talking about the migrants in Chicago. Baby, they coming to the southern suburbs. By the end of my live, that's what they had said. They shipping them all over the United States. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. That was my live this morning. It do concern y'all, Dolton. If you don't know, now you know. These are some of the things you better ask your oncoming elected officials about, or your shit is going to be flooded with migrants, and a little bit of services that Tiffany Henyard talk about going to be going to them. Moving forward, let's go to eviction notice filed against Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Time is hard for everybody. That's why I think she's sending money across seas and she about to just blow the damn joint or something. Like, fuck it, we ain't paying no rent. Everything we make, we about to just send it to an off-she's account and get the fuck out of here, dog. I think that's what she's doing. That's just my synopsis, but let's move forward.
Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard has a new crisis on her hands. She's being booted out of her home. Fox 32 has obtained copies of an eviction notice filed in Cook County Court against Henyard and her boyfriend, Kamal Woods. Henyard has been renting a home in the 14600 block of South Harvard for the past 3 years, but the owner of the home told us Henyard and Woods are behind on the rent and owe more than $3,300. The notice also says Henyard has refused to allow an inspection of that property. Now, we reached out to her attorney, who texted back that he believes the story is false and that no rent payment was ever missed.
All right. Allegedly, what we did get a good comment up there. They asked, did I actually read the complaint today? No, I'm not, because we're gonna be reading that long ass filing against Bird, Smith, and Lockett today. But we're going to do a Kamal part 1 and 2 and 3, possibly, because we're gonna highlight some of the divorce proceedings, some of these filings against him. They're more money filings against him. So thank you, honeymoon. That's what we're gonna be doing. You know what we do here, dog. Just give us some patience, because we're gonna get into the details. I will start from the beginning. Well, you can always catch up. You know, I'm gonna split it up. Welcome, welcome. All right, cooking with Frank. Cooking with Frank's Nick's name. Why are we talking about him? What'd he do? Tell me. All right. I'm just getting to y'all comments before I move on. I would not be behind in my mortgage payments if I was part-time making over $224,000 a year. She done told. She said 202. Let's report what she said, because she be trying to call out the bloggers like, you're lying. This is not how much I played on Thornton Township. This is not what I did. So 202 to 224. She make enough to pay 4 trustees, okay? Because they allegedly went up to like $40,000 or something. What, 20, 11? It was $11,000 for the first year. Then it went up to $40,000. I said, shit, that ain't enough to deal with her ass. Okay, it's a robbery now. Get on the ground. Give me that wallet and hush your mouth. That's Tiffany. Tiffany is a gangster. That's what you. Tiffany's a gangster. Tiffany don't live in Harvey. That Kamal stash house. Okay. So that's some of the stuff we're going to get into. I do have some addresses related to Kamal, Tiffany. I don't want to dox these people, but I will talk about this in our up and coming lives about the different places that they have attached to them, him, then her. And I know she don't live in Dolton. All that shit she spent in the Amazon, she ain't got it. She got it somewhere stashed far. The Bird has it good here. I am full-time, making over $60K yearly, and still has to pay 2 mortgages. Damn, really? You ain't talk about the taxes. I look at my people acting too down and out, ignorant and weird, embarrassing, talking about gangs and stuff. What does that mean? Because that's what's going on in our communities, sir. That's the lifestyle that people live, and they live it subliminally. Police is gangs. The Democrat is gangs. Republican is gang. Yes. Gang mentality. You know what I'm saying? So it's not ignorant. It's just calling out the way people behave and how they associate themselves. You are considered a grand gang, especially when you would do anything that the gang do. You align with that, no matter if it's good or bad, and you do things for the benefit of the gang against other people. Yeah, it's not ignorant. It's just telling the truth, but maybe you can emphasize on what you're trying to say, Mr. Keith. Okay? This is an open forum. All right, let's move forward. Y'all got a lot up here. All right, I'm gonna get to some more Leotis. Ew. Let's get to some of the filings now. Dolton, Mayor Tiffany, and her boyfriend subjected to eviction. Let me see if this is something a little different. Okay, let's see what this article say, and then we're gonna get right to the website that the resident shared with us. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to make sure it's a little different from what we showed, because I don't want to show repetitive information. But you know, one say it, they all say it, but we get a little different insight too, because one will report one way, one will report another way, and we'll get a little bit more information. You know how that goes. That's why I'll be open and listening. Listen, Lisa, to everybody. I don't do game mentality.
My name is Ben Bradley. I'm an investigative.
I like Ben. Shout out to you.
Chicago. Has your son forgiven you for shooting him?
He's been on there like kryptonite
in your time. Our small but mighty team has reported 120 stories in the past year.
Let's go.
Mr. Guevara, I'd like to talk to you. Sir, don't leave your dog out here.
It's not unusual for us to have confrontations with some of
the... This is them reporting on her.
Like few others. Actually, I think it was one uncomfortable interview.
This one
got things started.
I know she hate him too.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
Meet Tiffany Henyard. She's the mayor of a small suburb about a half-hour south of Chicago. She actually has 2 jobs. She's also the supervisor of the largest township in Illinois. It's the reason behind her self-appointed title.
Hey guys, it's your favorite Superman.
Get it? She's the supervisor and the mayor, super mayor. She makes good money from those 2 positions, and oddly, she denied the amount to us.
You make almost $300,000 between your 2 elected positions.
I do not. I don't know where you got that number from.
We got it from her own village and township records.
Anyway, this is the backstory of how one of our most talked about investigations came to be.
Thank you.
When our investigative producer, Andrew Schrader, first came to me and said, "You're not going to believe the credit card charges these officials in Dolton and Thornton Township are racking up," I was instantly intrigued. You see, I grew up a few towns from Dolton, so I've witnessed firsthand
He
the
be
struggles
on
in
it.
some south
We have,
suburbs.
we have to give him a little bit of leeway. I'm gonna move it forward, but he's been on it. So shout out to him. He gave his little background of why he's so passionate. Let's get to just a little bit.
That didn't slow Mayor Henyard and her team's spending.
We need receipts to understand what's going on.
It was that first story that led to that infamous interview.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards.
Let's see, can we get
As
that?
you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
I want to talk.
You didn't go to Las Vegas?
All right.
What is that?
No comment.
What we're gonna do is show this video, and we're gonna put it in. We're gonna stop showing this video, and we're gonna put it in our comments and also in the description. It's a 9-minute video, and basically he's doing a comprehensive breakdown of everything from the beginning to the end. He's even talking about the Tahoes that she bought, the CARES Foundation, and I believe he probably do a little excerpt about what happening with them being evicted right now. So what we're gonna do is go to casesearch.cookcountyclerkofcourts.org so we can show you where our resources from. Shout out to the Dolton resident who hooked us up and made our search easy. You know what I'm saying? Because you be looking for everything. So this is where we've been going in and trying to pull up cases on Kamal Woods. I said it right because I was calling him something else. Kamal Woods. Yep, Kamal Woods. So buckethead. All right. So what we did was go into probate docket search. And no, actually, I went to civil lawsuits, domestic relationship, child support, all of that. I went to this one. Okay. So we opened it in another tab. We put his name in that tab. You guys can do that for yourself. And then we found all of these cases. Okay. This is what I said. This jigger is white collar crime. He acting like he Trump. He don't pay no damn bills. Shut up. I said it. He don't pay no bills. He act like he Trump. I don't like you. I ain't paying you. Anyway, so this is okay. What I want to highlight this Marvin Ducat. There are a lot of lawsuits from Marvin Ducat to Kamal Woods, Rock Island Clothes. He also sued Kamal Woods' girlfriends boutique. So this girlfriend's boutique, I had some information on that. That's why we're gonna take this. We're gonna take this slow. Okay, we're gonna turn down the lights on Kamal Woods. So as we go into this, it's just an intro of some of the cases we're gonna hit. So I'm gonna try to figure out why Mr. Marvin Ducat had so many cases and why there was like a continuations. Okay, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they was like maybe he was naming people wrong. So I'm just kind of throwing stuff out there, and it's like the names change with the different filings. Okay, and they are on different dates. Like let's see. This was from 2009. Extended judgment allowed. So, like I said, I have to do some more research on that, on why, and we're gonna go back to the result. That was the one at the bottom. Now we're gonna. So I'm just trying like, yo, what you got going on around here, buddy? Let me make sure I'm on the screen. Hold on. I hope y'all can see where I'm clicking through. Okay. This is dismiss entire case on the plaintiff, and this is dismissed for the plaintiff. This is 2029, and this is involving Kamal Woods and the gentleman Marvin Ducat. They was going through this shit, okay? So I'm like, what is going on with him? And he's doing all types of business. Like, I'm not about to play with you. So we have we just showed you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different cases involving 6, 7. Hold on, I'm a little slow here. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a lot. 7 cases. So we're going to put that all into one live, and we're going to talk about that. He also have right here, this is Janetta Hall, Tiffany Henyard, and Kamal Woods, unknown occupants. This is the latest one. And are we going to go into detail? No, not today, but we want to show you that this is factual information, and it makes no sense. This was filed on 9/18/2024. As you can see, let me get myself a little bit smaller. Maybe I can see it better. Eviction, joint action, resident complaint, non-jury. They're the defendant. They're the defendant, and Kamal Woods and unknown occupants, and the plaintiff is Jeanette Hall. Okay. Eviction call, initial case, management, judicial officer, Bates Franklin H. courtroom. So this was the one that's coming up on 10/22/2024. They have at least 30 days at 1 p.m. for them to show up in court. We're going to be looking out for this, guys. Okay, so I don't know. This probably don't be public information until afterwards, but we're going to see what goes on. We're going to keep our eye open on what's the judgment for them. So they are in conviction court. Her and her husband. No, her and her. She the side chick. Let me put. Where's the picture of them? Because I don't like them so much. I had a picture of them together, and I was like, I don't like them. They terribleness. Let me see if I can find a picture of them to put them on the screen real quick. Kamal Woods and her looking like who done it. Who done it? Let me see if I can find it. I probably got it on my thing, because a lot of that stuff I just be trying to get off my freaking computer. I'm like, I don't even want to see these people. If I could find a picture of Mr. Kamal Woods, I will put that on the screen, him and her. I know I have one on my community page. So we're going to follow up with this court case. It's 10/22. So you guys are on point to what's going on. Y'all know I'm tired when I start singing this shit, doing ad-libs. Okay? Now, this is another case, Glenwood Properties. This is another eviction. You're talking about somebody who don't pay bills. This is Glenwood Properties LLC versus Kamal Woods. Rock Island Clothing, Group Inc., Rock Island Shoes, Kimura Kids Boutique, and Shalonda Terrell. Is that her? Is that his wife? Let's put this up. I want to show y'all Rock Clothing, because we had seen it. When I was doing my little research, just to show y'all his old funky clothes. She be wearing them too. It has a paper plane on it. It's black and white, and it looks like y'all already see it. I looked this up because y'all gonna see it all in my old search engine. And he thought he was gonna be another Jay-Z, and he became not even a maybe. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's shut the hell up. My corny self. But look at that. Okay, Rock Island Clothing. Y'all know I've been looking this up already. This is his website. He still got the fucking website up. They're gonna the man right there. Hit him up. There you go. There he is. Let me save this picture so I can get his own bucket self on the screen real quick for you guys. So, and we're gonna go through his website real quick. He sell Puma. Why you got Puma up there? What he said? Puma. What Puma? Let me find out. He done made his own. He got okay. So he got a contract with Puma that he could wear their clothes. Nah, I'm telling. Okay, my son make clothes. Okay. And we went to the trademark process and all of that. Oh, another lawsuit. We just throwing this out there. BMW. He did not get the AOK to have BMW. What is it? Black menswear. That's what you're going to say at me with the BMW sign. You had to make this very unidentifiable from the original trademark. This is Puma trademark. Okay? These niggas is about to be sued under the jail. I ain't even if they lost their damn mind. This motherfucker lost his mind. Okay? What the? He got everything. He got a track. This shit is ugly. This is ugly. This look like they about to run. Y'all remember back in the day that movie with the Jamaican bobslayers? The Jamaican bobslayers. Y'all remember that? This is something that the Jamaican bobslayers is wearing. I'm done. All right, this is this gangster. Let me go back. I'm done with you, Kamal. Your style is true. What is this? The vivid jacket. Let's look at this. What is that? Is a man with ice cream dripping over his face, and you got Chinese writing on it. You couldn't even take the tag off the Chinese thing. What the is going on around here? Come on. Not only is your ass being evicted from whatever store, you a trademark stiller. Oh, look at that. Oh, these supposed to have been like the Gators. You remember the Gator cool shirt that we used to wear back in the day with the button? Yo, this nigga is a beat biter. Don't stop biting. Okay, I'm gonna say something because my son is a customizer and he be making his. I'll be making sure that his shit don't look like somebody else. Billionaire. Look how much he charging for this. Who Kamal think he is? Let me put this bucket. This is the intro to Kamal. Let me play his bucket head. I got the picture. $200 and how many dollars? Would y'all buy this? Would you buy it? What the? From Leotis? Look at him. Oh, bootleg Gucci hat. Let me see what y'all saying on the comment. Gucci man, ice cream. I'm so done. I know it. Go ahead. Like, dig in him, please. Okay? All right. Cool running. Exactly. That was cool running. It was a true story. It was. And that's how they dress. I know how my Jamaican people dress. They part of the tribe. I have a best friend that was Jamaican. They like that type of stuff. Just like my Haitian people be wearing certain shit. I'm like, oh, that's just Haitian. You just like the ponytails with the big old bow and shit that be having like shimmery on it and looking a little like lace. That's some Haitian shit. Okay. If I see somebody making this style, I'm like, oh, that's Haitian shit. That's some Haitian shit. This nigga is remaking. So he's trying to make $1 billion. I'm just clowning on Kamal Woods before we get into this long case, okay? $1 billion boy for $270 plus. Oh, okay. This is they can make 4 installments of $24.37, but you can get it today for $24.37. A $24.37. Okay, I'm about to get off this website. See what the? Would y'all buy this? See, that's for him and Henyard. Because they lovers and friends. They ain't husband and wife. This is the last picture I'm gonna show y'all. Why? Because I said that's for Henyard. Come on, put it on a glass. This for him and Henyard. They wear this together. Plains Crew. The More Love Tour. I don't know what that means. Lovers and friends. Him and Tiffany Henyard. While his ass is still married. Let's just go to his one more case where we showed that he got caught on 10/22. Okay, so we know that the dude is still married. Just a few more cases of Kamal Woods before we get into the actual cases that we're going to read tonight. Thank you guys for being here. I'm moving through pretty fast. Charles Antonetti, and this seemed like an old eviction. It's another eviction, y'all. I think this was some of his wife. They've been living the fucking life. He used to this. Tiffany done picked her the right man. Look like gang clothes. It's hood clothes. He an 80s baby. He gotta be, because we wear like that's kind of our style. Like, you know, I like urban look. Okay, I'm good with that. Don't think I'm so bougie. Like I am a little ripped jeans. You know, sometimes you do your thing, but you gotta dress like an adult. That's first and foremost. And you don't need to steal people in design. Fuck. I'm telling BMW, y'all need to go write that to send more heat that way. I'm telling y'all, see, this is the shit we need to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, write a letter BMW. Do you know this motherfucker right here? And he's on national platform next to this buckets. And he got your shit. Do you support Henyard BMW? Shit, I'm telling. And Puma. Okay. So this was the joint action non-jury. This was Shalonda and Kamal Woods and unknown alcapets. This was in 2014. So either this was his ex-wife or a girlfriend. We're going to be able to confirm all of this as we go into some of these cases one by one. But he has a history of being a bum ass. He a bum. He went where the money was because allegedly the wife was the one helping him set up all these businesses. Okay? So he had something against them from AA group contractors. That's something that seemed interesting. Chase Home Financing. You ain't pay your credit cards. City of Chicago. So it's 2 judgments from him from the city of Chicago. I don't know who he owed money to from the city of Chicago, but if we could group those together, we'll be able to show you that. So we showed you that Kamal has a history of about 3 eviction, active divorce going on. Let's put Leotis on the, put him on a glass, girl. Let me have Leotis ass on the glass. Wait, I'm all tired of it, clicking everything. Look at him like his face hurt. Looking like you gotta take a doodle. Stop, y'all. Y'all know I'm sleepy when I start cracking jokes. Looking like you need to sit on a toilet. Leotis. The hell wrong with you? So we're going to get back to Kamal Woods. I hope that broke down a little bit what's going on with Mr. Leotis, what's going on with Tiffany Henyard and the alleged conviction, which is not alleged because we just showed you. It's right there in Cook County website. Shout out to Dolton Politics. All right. So now what we're going to do is get into the case. Okay. Now, please, guys, bear with me. I'm going to go through the case myself. My AI reader ain't working right anyway, but I had to transcribe it on a Word document to take some of those numbers out. It was getting on my damn nerves. So the layout of the document looks a little weird, but this is the official document. I'm just giving y'all a disclosure. I do have the official document. I just put it onto a Word document and kind of took out some of the nonsense and the riffraff. Okay. So we doing good. We're an hour 16 minutes into it. Yes, I got over all of that. Now, hopefully we can get through this read in 1 hour. Okay, hit the like button. I'm going to get to the facts and the details, and we're going to find out a little bit more about how the trustees really feel about Keith Freeman. Yeah, it's actually in this filing about Keith Freeman. What the fuck? I got quiet. I was just saying, I ain't say nothing. I already said what I said about that. I don't trust that as far as him sitting right in front of me. Shit, crossed me, you lost me. Fucking around and gave me a hard time for months, and now you my friend? Hell no, this ain't no Tupac. Let's be friends. There's no need to front. Let's be friends. That's what Keith Freeman saying to the trustees. I'm cracking jokes. Okay, y'all, shut it up, Grace Levi. Everybody don't agree with me, but I don't care. I don't think that they should give him the time of motherfucking day. His ass need to be what he is, and that is a snitch. Save himself. Tell the FBI all you need to. He ain't making it easier. In my opinion, they said that it's been much easier since Keith Freeman has been cooperating with the board. This is what the board said. I'm keeping it real. He's been, submitting paperwork to them and all of this type of stuff. And it's been making things flow better since he turned state. Now, all I'm saying is the departments that jigger is over, he just make a request to them and say, hey, I need this paperwork. Now he's not telling them not to send it. If that jigger was the fuck out, we wouldn't even care about him not to send it. All you have to do is send it to the department head of that department and say, we're looking for this. Please get it together and just send it to me. I don't think we need a middleman, Keith Freeman, but that's my damn opinion. You know what I'm saying? The nigga, even though he know all the crimes that he have did, That has nothing to do with me. I would have said, go tell the feds. Now you out of the way. Now we can get our job done. Go tell the fucking feds. Okay? There you go. Uneducated, disrespectful, tyrant, thief, manipulator, fast talking lie. Bye, Tiff. Look, I'm singing for y'all. I'm trying to get to y'all comments because y'all so freaking amazing. I want you guys to be interactive just before I get into this case because it's about to go down. I would not say Tiffany name in my home 5 times so she can appear, or I won't click my heels either. Laugh out loud. I don't like to see this witch. Exactly. She like the candy man. They like, please don't say that again. And she popping up on you and shit up there in Hooters like she belong. You belong nowhere. With the orange jacket, you need to. I wouldn't even want to go out like to those type. I'll be in another town. They had to catch me at another town. This bitch is bold. The trustees didn't give a damn about Freeman. He knows his peanuts is in a vase. He should have been doing his job in the first place. Well, we're going to read what the trustee says about Freeman here in these filing. Okay, we're giving into the details. See, that's why you need to look, because you really get to look into like what was the people perspective, who was doing what in the case, and the things that may not been highlighted. And they did say something about Keith. Okay, salute to Grace in the chat. I'm getting the leak. Yo, this BMW jogging suit. Hell to the no, to the no. Let me stop. Hit the like button. All right, let me stop delaying. My mouth be dry as hell. It's probably because my sugar going low. I've been fasting, y'all. So I don't eat till after 7 o'clock, and it's like 7:57. I'm over here just talking shit to y'all. I love you. That's how I be at work when they be working me like a dog and I can't eat. They be like, last year you cracking hella jokes. What's wrong with you? Can I get a Snicker, please? All right. Now, this is Tiffany here. This is Jason House, BRITTNEY Norwood, KIANA Belcher, Tammy Brown as trustees of the Village of Dolton. And this was 9/24/2024, update at 2:30 p.m. Tiffany Henyard individual. There is the defendant, okay, of the Village of Dolton, Michael Smith, Angela Lockett, and Ronnie Burge Sr. Okay, so the plaintiff, so it's 2 parts to this, so we're going to get into it so we can read to both parts, and then we're going to get into some of the evidence, okay? Plaintiff emergency motion for a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, my head got lightheaded. Somebody was like, pray for her good tired. Hold on, y'all. Give me 2 minutes. I gotta eat just one. Give me a minute break. My head got light. Like, I know you're not about to read this shit and you ain't eat. Please hit the like button. You'll get a word from my sponsors real quick. Okay, guys. I need to eat this real quick.
The real estate market often seems like a distant world where only an elite of experts is successful. In a time of so much uncertainty in the air and bad news, realist investing can seem intimidating. But today, I want to tell you that if you make the right decision today, you can enter the real estate market from the back door. Bad credit record? No credit at all? Do you dread the idea of having a home loan? Do you dream of owning investment properties? You are in the right place and right time, because we have created a program which is a tax lien and deed investment online course of only 14 hours. This course is specially designed for people like you who have big dreams. You will learn at your own pace and everything from your home computer. This is your chance. Join our membership for $19.99 a year. What are you waiting for? Visit our website primetimehomebuyerBuyback.org and sign up today for course access.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Terms 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
All right, y'all, we back. I'm sorry, I just had to scarf something down. I felt like I was on a nursing floor. Like, it's my sugar. I got lightheaded just now. It was like, y'all didn't even notice it. I know how to put the face on. Just be passed out like, okay, moving forward. I love you guys. Hit the like button. You know we putting in the work. Put it in the work. All right, so this is the facts of the case. And we already announced who was involved in this. The trustees of Dolton versus Tiffany, Michael Smith, Angela Lockett, and Ronnie Burge Sr. So these are the facts of the case. Plaintiff Jason House, BRITTNEY Norwood, KIANA BELCHER, and TAMMY Brown are 4 of the 6 elected trustees of the Village of Dolton and make up the majority of the board of trustees. So this is the exhibit 1 we're going to show you. Verified complaint. Tiffany Henyard is the mayor of the Village of Dolton. Keith Freeman is the duly appointed village administrator of the Village of Dolton. So ID at Michael Smith, Angela Lockett, and Ronnie Burge Seniors are each individuals that were unlawfully appointed by Mayor Henyard to position within the village. And Mayor Henyard, we showed you that she actually did that for Keith Freeman. All right, Keith Freeman was appointed unlawfully. I showed the clip where her was literally saying, this is the new administrator, take it or leave it. And they really didn't say too much, all right? Javon, shout out to you because you're a Dolton resident. I don't like Freeman, but they kept him in because she will try to get some loyalist who is worse. Or wait, she did Michael Smith. She did. So regardless, they just need to get him out the way and tell the departments to ante up whatever information they need. There's nobody there to bully them. Smith, catch a dog, Smith. That's what we're talking about right now. He ain't making nowhere. He can't even make it to get a school job. I don't know how he thought he was about to be the man. All right, so this was the verified complaint. Beginning in July of 2024, Village Administrator Freeman started issuing directive to village employees to comply with certain laws and ordinances passed by the village board. So that's July when we had did that video like, it's Freeman turning. That nigga got in trouble with the feds, and now he got to shout out this email. Well, we been knew he turned after that. Before that, but he shot out that email that basically said what people had to do, and that was basically communicate through email and everything retract. Village employees to comply with certain law and ordinances passed by the village board. For example, Freeman notified employees that all requests from Mayor Henyard for services, document, and deployment of resources were to be made in writing. Directed department heads to remove all sign containing Mayor Henyard's name and likeness in accordance with the village ordinance. So they wanted the signage to come down, the things that, because that's all political shit. He was like, man, I ain't about to play with you no more. Get this shit down. Instructed the department heads that all village expenditures incurred by the mayor office must be approved by the board of trustees. Advised the police department that the mayor's security detail had been revoked by ordinance. That's why she was pissed at him. He's fired. He's fired. Directed the issuance of permits to the Dolton Park districts that had been held up by the mayor for no legitimate reason, and advised department heads that Tiffany Henyard Cares vehicle stickers will no longer be sold by the village. They were selling that. Upon information, see how we learn more? They were selling that. Who was buying that? Upon information and belief, once Mayor Henyard learned of these actions, she began attempting to terminate Freeman as the village administrator. Mayor Henyard ordered that IT director to disable administrator Freeman email account so he could not conduct village business. On 2 occasions, Mayor ordered Janice Johnson, the director of administrative service, draft a terminated letter to Keith Freeman. On one such occasion, Mayor Henyard ordered her boyfriend and the former deputy police chief to stand outside Miss Johnson's office so she could not leave until she drafted the letter. Oh, let me find out Miss Johnson about to sue her for entrapment and lawful detention, kidnapping. You know that? Lacey, you gonna fuck the jail. Excuse me. You see? Ms. Johnson refused that mayor's effort to draft termination letter to the Administrator Freeman. At the August 5th, 2004 village board meeting, Mayor Henyard called the vote to terminate Administrator Freeman. No such motion was made, and therefore no action to terminate Administrator Freeman was taken. Remember, we said that she was like, "Go ahead, vote." Why they won't vote? Why they don't vote? Because, like I said, they were supporting Freeman, and I don't understand why. Because, like I said, he gonna have to work. He gonna have to do what the fuck he's supposed to do, without us being nice to him. Because you're going to jail too. You spent the most money. Do not give him a pass, please. He was spending for both girlfriend and wife, allegedly. $1,000 at the beauty supply store. We went through all of that. This man spent just as much as Mr. Hunt. Despite the lack of board action, Mayor Henyard announced Keith Freeman is fired. On about August 12, 2024, Mayor Henyard, personal attorney with no affiliation to the village of Dolton, sent a letter to Ms. Johnson advising her that Keith Freeman employment with the village of Dolton has been terminated and requested that she take all action necessary to effluent Mr. Freeman's termination. Mayor Henyard did not receive a consent of the board of trustees prior to Freeman removal as required by Dolton Ordinance 9027. It did not report the reasons for Freeman purported, it ain't said report, it said purported termination to the plaintiffs between 5 and 10 days after he purported termination as required by the section. So she was supposed to give them a heads up 5 to 10 days prior to his termination, why she was terminating him. But when we look at the ordinance, they were supposed to vote on him coming in too. And I put the video up there. They ain't vote. She said he the new administrator. They was looking like, what the fuck? How you gonna hire him when we only met him for 5 minutes? You remember? I showed you that. I showed y'all that where Trustee Steve was like, now you just railroading us. Like, we just met him 2 hours ago. What the, like 4 of us talked to him for 20 minutes and you gonna hire him? That's exactly how it went down. But I'm just jumping up because I watched too much. So Mayor Henyard did not receive the consent of the board trustee prior to Freeman removal as required by Dolton Ordinance and did not report the reason to Freeman, to them about it. Now, Dolton Code, they talk about the code. We're going to go over that. In fact, the board expressively rejects Mayor Henyard's removal of Keith Freeman. I just got to put that up there. By failing to remove to terminate him at the August 5th, 2024 meeting out of the abundance of caution. So they did this out of the abundance of caution. The board voted to reinstate Freeman as village administrator at the September 12th, 2004. So he was fired, but they said out of precaution. What precaution? Tell me. I want to know. Please. Trying to give y'all the benefit of the doubt because his ass, I don't care. He is a snitch and he a criminal. It ain't allegedly. And he be lying on bankruptcy cases. We don't need him. We just need God to fix it. We don't need to get back in contact with the devil. But that's my opinion. I'll move forward. Okay, y'all do what y'all do. I'm just an online resident. Okay, so the regular meeting of Dolton Board of Trustees was scheduled for September 3rd, 2024 at the Village Hall. Mayor Tiffany Henyard has refused to place any action items requested by plaintiff on the regular Village Board agenda. Additionally, the Village Hall capacity has proven to be inadequate to accommodate an increased members of the public and media outlet that frequently attend the Village of the board meeting. That's Exhibit 2. So Exhibit 2 is going to highlight he right at the tip of my tongue. There's 2 residents. We're going to get to it in Dolton Township. It is the African American older guy. He's right at the tip of my tongue, and another lady basically talking about the Meetings Act, and they reported it to the governor, and they got a response. The Attorney General. Okay. I do apologize to the Attorney General, and we have that exhibit. It's very lengthy. We cannot go through all over it, but we're going to go towards the last parts of it. Very lengthy, but they did their thing because it was a process. That's why I said, people, we have to be focused because they were writing letters back to back to like, hey, this was going on. Open meeting acts is being violated. They had to keep, excuse me, I spoke that down. They had to keep doing that so they could get these people attention. And that's what I've been doing with the Alexis Wilson case. I've been tag teaming back and forth like, is this bitch? Is this bitch? Sorry, I'm just playing. Is she sitting here writing all of us? You damn Skippy. Back to back, motherfuckers. Back to back. And that's what they did. And that's how they got that open meetings act ruling against her. So this is going to be in Exhibit 2. The Illinois Attorney General determined in September the 3rd, 2004, binding opinion that the location set up for the Village Hall on June 3rd, 2024 and July 1st of 2024 meetings were not open and convenient in conviction in violation of the Open Meetings Act. The Attorney General found that the village had advance notice of the capacity issue, but failed to move the meeting to a larger room. You know what they did though? Even the last one, I know they put another open meetings violation when she tried to have them upstairs and had us downstairs and shit. We all waiting like, what the fuck is she trying to do? She's a snake. Okay, even after this violation was given to her. So the Attorney General found that the village had advance notice in the capacity issue, but failed to move the meeting to a larger room, offering standing room or overflow capacity, or otherwise attempt to make the meeting reasonable accessible. Therefore, in order considering important village business and comply with the Open Meetings Act, plaintiff canceled the September 3rd, 2024 meeting and scheduled a special meeting for September 12th. At the Park District facility, which has a larger capacity. So that's the next exhibit they're going to show. So that was the agenda. We're going to go into that. So Mayor Henyard, trustee, allegedly pedophile, pedo. I ain't say that word. I said peeho. That's what I said. Peeho, Andrew Holmes. Trustee, rider bike, Stan Brown. On the chain size, Stan Brown, and several members of the public appeared at the Village Hall on September 3rd. Okay, no quorum was established as required for the meeting, and the meeting was never called to order. Mayor Henyard proceeded to call a department head's report that had her personal attorney, Bo Bally, speaking about the attack. Y'all remember we watched her stay for the whole hour, just blah, 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 blah. She pulled the Grace Levi where motherfuckers was just talking. But at least my shit is, y'all want to hear it. Okay, you want to hear it? Here it go. Huh? She was just going in. Shit was ridiculous. And that lawyer talking about everybody's attacking Henyard, this, that, and the third. Nope. You just want to get paid. That's all you want to do. You just want to get paid. So they talked about the corruption, the board of trustees, and the termination of Keith Freeman, the village as village administrator. So Mr. BRITTNEY's speech was riddled with misrepresentations of Open Meetings Act, Illinois Constitution, Illinois Municipal Code, and court orders. So we did show that in one of our live that the people in Dolton was like, report them to the board. Let's report them to the board, to the state, to the law board. Okay, he said report them because of all of these things. He was just putting a misrepresented information, lying, making up stuff. Oh, yeah, I know that they told on him. Mayor Henyard didn't. So shout out to Dolton. You know, I love you guys in Thornton Township residents. Y'all doing your thing. It's some of y'all that's on their fucking neck. They ain't just talking about it, cracking jokes. Some of us is like, send it again. Send it again. Fuck this. Tired of this bitch. I'm sorry. You see how it just roll on out? You can't be mad at Roberts for calling her an animal. Okay? So, Mayor Henyard then stated she was appointing Lakeside Legal and attorney Angela Lockett as the village attorney. And that kind of went over people's head. Nobody was talking about that too much. Mayor Henyard then stated that she was appointing Michael Catcherdog Smith as the new village administrator. She then represented that the village had a new village attorney and the village administrator. Obviously, no vote was taken by the Board of Trustees on the appointment of Lockett and Smith. Plaintiffs have not been present and have not consented to the appointment of Lockett as village attorney and Smith as village administrator. Since September 3rd, 2024, Lockett has issued correspondence pursuant to being the village attorney and requested, among other things, that litigation files be turned over to her office. Since September 3rd, they like, hell no. Since September 3rd, 2024, Smith has cleared out Freeman's office and changed the lock so Freeman cannot access his own office. Woo, you got what Tiffany be dishing out, Freeman, didn't you? Because that's what she had did to the tax assessor lady at the beginning when I started paying attention to this. She was locking people out their stuff. She's still doing it. And I think Miss Belcher still got her damn picture right on her thing. I got to look the next meeting and Belcher still carry her picture like it didn't fall off the wall like a ghost. The ghost demon is Henyard. It's that bitch. Excuse me. I won't use the word again. She make me mad. Okay. So this is another thing. Like when we go into Wednesday, we're going to show how the trustees are doing on their page, but they also been working with the fire department. The trustees, you do see House working in his capacity as acting mayor to sign documents that she won't, and they did get a contract from the fire departments, just to give y'all a heads up, because I wanted to show a little bit of the trustees page, but we'll show it on Wednesday and go through the progress that they're making, and they're actually heels to toe. Tiffany's thinking butt out there, and they out there right along with her. So shout out to Dolton trustees, Dolton. They out there at knocking on doors too. Here we go. So since October 3rd, so Lockett's been asking for documents, and they like, heck no. Since October 3rd, Smith has cleared out Freeman office, changed the locks. Smith's also represented to the fire department that their union contracts was approved at 12/2/24 meeting would not be honored, and an unfair labor practice has since been filed by the union against the village. What? Hold on. Since Smith has cleared out. Let me read this again. Smith also represented to the fire department that their union contract that was approved at September 12, 2004 meeting would not be honored. Now, I told y'all that I just said that. Oh, damn. So House signed it. It's a picture of House signing that. Okay. Y'all want me to bring, I don't want to make this longer, but we'll show you that on our next live. There's a picture of House signing that document. And now, guess what? Another lawsuit for Dolton. Again, the firemen's almost had just the normality of their pension being reinstated while they're still out there risking their damn lives. Smith disgusts me. On September 2nd, 2024, Mayor Henyard purported to appoint Ronnie Burge Sr. as the new chief of police of the village. That did not occur during an open meeting, and the Board of Trustees did not vote to consent to this appointment. BRITTNEY have not been present with or consented to the nomination of Ronnie Burge Sr. as police chief defendant. Burge has held himself out as a police chief, taking the police department vehicle as his own and giving directive to Dolton police officers. I feel so bad for them being in the middle of this shit. First, they had to deal with crazy ass Lacey looking ridiculous, and then you got this jigger up there. Can I put the people who we talking about up there? Just take a little break for a second and put the people we talking about. Maybe I could get to y'all comments real quick. These motherfuckers. Okay, so this is Thick Leg Lacey, the one that was harassing them before. Motherfucker finally got out talking about, I'm gonna work in the capacity even if I don't have my police license. You're out. You're out. Excuse my language. This is Henyard's practices. Two of these officers didn't even pass the test. We read the court case about that. And did I think I took Burge as down already, because certain people I don't even be wanting to see. I'm putting him back up. There we go. This was posted in Dolton Politics last week. Okay, so these are the individuals who we're talking about. Hit the like button if you don't know. We wanted to show you who we're talking about. Okay, that's those two individuals. And y'all remember Catch a Dog Smith? Don't he look like a dog in this picture though? I got a good picture of him. Tell me what he looked like. He looked terrible. Shit. The light, the reflection did him dirty in this picture. Let's keep it moving. So, legal standards. So these are the legal standards. We already know that. This is Mr. Bird's like, I'm taking that car. Listen to me here. You got Smith, like you that contract don't mean shit. Why would you want to stop a contract for people who are literally saving you from forest fires and house fires? He's a demon. That's what he looked like. So the legal standards. The purpose of this preliminary injunction is to prevent a threatened wrong or continue injuries pending a trial or motion of the case. So they like, just stop this right here. We could just go to the case, but this shit got to stop. This is a threat to our liberty, to our people in the community. As parties seek a preliminary injunction or trial, must demonstrate. So they give the reasons why here. And we're going to move forward. The argument, plaintiffs have a clear and assertable right in need of protection. So this is one of the arguments. Plaintiffs comprise a majority of the Board of Trustees of Village of Dolton pursuant to the planning established law. Plaintiffs have the clear right to consent to certain village appointees, nominees by mayor, plaintiff, legal rights to consent to individuals nominated to positions of village administrator is found in Dolton ordinance. So that is some of the exhibits that you're going to see that they're showing, like, listen, she has to show us this so we can give our opinion and we have to vote on it. The village administrator shall be an employee who shall be appointed and removed. So that's why I said the first one, she didn't really remove because y'all didn't vote on it anyway. Removed by the mayor with advice and consent of the Board of the Trustees. So they put that ordinance up, okay? And then now, this is administrator to be restored, Dolton Code. Now, this is what they put up to get Keith Freeman. Like, this was the rationale for restoring Keith Freeman. Okay. Removal. Okay. Removal, except where otherwise provided by statute, the president may remove any officers appointed by him or any formal charge wherever he is in opinion that the interests of the village demand removal. Okay. He shall report the reasons for the removal to the Board of Trustees in a meeting held not less than 5 to 10 days that we talked about after the removal. If the president fails to refuse to report to the Board of Trustees the reasons for removal, or if the Board of Trustees by a 2 to 3 vote of all its members authorized by law to be elected, disapprove or of the removal, the officer thereupon shall be restored to the office from which the officer was removed. Dolton Village Code 1-8-1. So that's what they use to keep Keith Freeman in there. See, I got to report everything. I'm biased. Except where otherwise provided by the statute, the mayor or the president may remove any officers appointed by the mayor or the president under this code in any written charges where or the mayor or the president in the opinion that the interests of the municipality demand removal. And that's why I think right there you show the other side. The interests of all the people fucking with Keith Freeman want his ass to be removed. That's my opinion. But I'm going to just shut up. Because that nigga, he living dangerously. Allegedly cheating on his wife. Using the credit card to buy wigs and shit, trips and shit. Then you want to turn fed? I'm done with you. All right. So let's move on. Okay. The police chief. So this is where they go on to the police chief. Plaintiff's legal right to consent to individual nominated to the position of police chief. So in the exhibit, you're going to see where they go into a little bit details of the process that they're supposed to go to. And I know it is supposed to be like a board that consists of the fire chief and a few other individuals that actually supposed to reevaluate who the candidates for police, sheriffs, or whatever they have out here in Dolton, and they supposed to actually vote. It's not just the trustees, but that whole process supposed to go through. And she said, fuck that, Burgess, get in there. You know, you helped me with the count. Y'all remember Burgess helped her with the count. Mr. Bird, I call him Burgess. Burge helped her with the count. He ended up losing the initial running for mayor and then ended up working for her. in the end, counting to make sure it was a fair election. Y'all don't remember? This is how they connected. That's why they all gotta go, allegedly. Okay. Now, so basically, in the other exhibit that we're going to show you is going to show where they did not have the right to appoint the chief of police. Okay. So they basically by him being appointed inside of this position, that it would call irreparable injuries would occur in the absence of an injunctive relief. So they like, it's going to go down if you put this man in here. Please. You got to protect the interests of the establishment. This is what they're saying here. And this is what they're talking about. They're moving on into this sums up. The plaintiff have established that their protection interest in the consent of the appointment of village attorney, village administrator, and police chief, and protect the interest in the procedures for the removal and the restoration of village administration. Angela Lockett, Michael Smith, and Ronnie Burge Sr. were not properly appointed and therefore have no authority to conduct village business or act in any manner on behalf of the village. Nonetheless, these individuals has been holding themselves out as duly appointed village officials, issuing directive, advising employees that Keith Freeman has no authority, and causing mass chaos, confusion, and frustration among the village staff to determine of the detriment of the citizens of the village. So this is why the injunction went through. He like, all right, it's chaos. We're gonna let y'all get this through. Okay. Plaintiffs have no they have no like remedy to this when it comes to it says plaintiffs have no adequate remedy at law, meaning basically there's no money that could be given here because they're talking about what could we do to satisfy this case. So the remedy, no money could be given here. It says right here, it says statutory rights to consent to appointment and removal cannot be measured monetarily, and plaintiff have no adequate remedy to her repented and ongoing violations of municipal law. So what they're asking right now is to show likely of success on the merit. The party must rise a fair question as to the existence of the right claim, in the course looking where the plaintiff will likely be entitled to the relief. So basically it's a law that says you have to establish you have the right to relief, in which they did through the evidence that we're going to show you. And that right to relief is that she was supposed to run it through them. Point blank, period, regardless. Okay, so that's their standing. They have legal standing, and they like, ain't no damn money. The conclusion that the plaintiff has raised is fair questions as to all the elements required for the temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction, and should therefore be granted same. Shut up, y'all. Specifically, I cannot say that word, but it's okay. Specifically, plaintiff pray that this honorable court grants the following relief: issues a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction enjoining and pursuant removal by the mayor of village administrator Freeman, enjoining the pursuant appointment of Michael Smith and village administrator, enjoining the pursuant appointment of Angela Lockett, village attorney, and enjoining the purported appointment of Ronnie Burge as police chief. So everything that Henyard did, they trying to do. El Stapo. So issuing a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction restraining order the mayor from making any further appointments without the advice and consent of the board. So that's what they're asking, okay? To reverse everything she did, enforce that she can't do anything without the board, issue a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction restraining order against Michael Smith. Get your ass out the village. Get the step in. Michael Smith from holding himself out as a village administrator and conducting any duties as the same. Issue a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction restraining order against Angela Lockett from holding herself out as a village attorney and conducting any duties as the same. Talking about send me the documents. Hell no. Shit. You better go ask Delgado. Okay. Issuing a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction restraining Ronnie Burge Sr. from holding himself out as a police chief and conducting any duties as the same. Granting any other relief this court deems equitable and just. So they just want her to fix what the hell she done did. Okay. So these are the exhibits here. I'm just going to run through it just a little bit. All right. Well, that's not, what is that? Exhibit 1? Hold on. This is Exhibit 1. This is the filing. And then this is a little bit more information. Now, this right here, this is more case details, a verified complaint, plaintiffs in a jurisdiction. You know who they are. Plaintiff is Jason House, BRITTNEY, NORWOOD, KIANA, BELCHER, and TAMMY Brown, the trustees of Dolton. And they're going against Tiffany Henyard, Michael Smith, Angela Lockett, and Ronnie Burge. We went over the facts of the case, and this is a little bit different. But I'm going to see if I go through it so I don't be repeating the same thing. We talked about that. The TI. I want to make sure that I'm going to see where it's at on the board meeting. Mayor call the motion to terminate Freeman. They got the video here. So right here, this got more details. He said on August 5th, 2024, board meeting, Mayor Henyard called for them motion to terminate Keith Freeman. No motion was made, and therefore no actions to terminate Keith Freeman was taken. Mayor Henyard then stated Freeman is fired. Fired. I think I got that clip where she like, they done set me up. I gotta pull it. Can I pull it up? Let me pull it up, y'all, because this is a little repeat real quick of the information. The reason why she fired Keith Freeman, because she felt like y'all set her up. Y'all done set up the man. Let me pull the shit up. She's like, these bitches set me up. Hold on. Let me see. Can I find it? I have a lot of stuff up there. Hold on. Let me go into this real quick. I got it. No, I got it. What is this? Dolton. I got so much stuff here. Thornton Township. Hold on, y'all. I do want to pull that clip up because she was mad. She was mad, like y'all set me up. She wasn't happy with y'all. She said y'all been working with Keith Freeman from the beginning. Oh, hold on. Where's all my videos at? Oh, hold on. That's why I'm in the wrong thing. Give me 1 second. I was under the pictures like, wait a minute. I know I got this up here because I had kept it up there. Because I was like, I'm going to have to show this one more time. She is mad. Who is this? Hit the like button. Y'all know sometimes I get a little distracted, but I be wanting to show y'all what she done said. She said, y'all can't set me up. No, quiet. Hit the like button. Damn, I want to find it. Here we go. Show us proof of the credit cards. It was a short. Here we go. I don't care. Y'all gave me a second. Shit. Hit the like button. I found it with my big old forehead. This is what she said. This is why she fired Freeman. And she said, y'all been working with Freeman from the day one. Girl, bye. He turned state on you. You've been working with him from the day one. Give it a second. It's uploading on my platform so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
I got so much to say. What I got? Y'all motion second, all right?
Yep.
Okay. So basically, for those that ain't been watching the mess or I don't want to cuss, the show in Dolton, if y'all have been watching it, that show you that y'all must have been working with him the entire time. So all y'all been exposed, huh? So everybody's been exposed. So here it is. Y'all watch the meetings. Y'all see what goes on. I don't see nothing right now. Nobody said nothing. Y'all got nothing to say.
Imagination out this world.
So who been getting played the entire time? Looks like the mayor been getting played the entire time. That's what it looked like to me. Because I can't believe they this quiet. Y'all always got to.
You did. They remember that? That's why I showed y'all. That chick was mad. You're quiet. And I said, why didn't they vote for him? So allegedly, to get him out of there, it was for precaution. That's what we read. But we're going to get a little bit more down. So this was what the clip. it says a true and accurate depiction of this exchange can be reviewed here. They put the clip here, and I just showed y'all the clip. Okay, so on about August 12th, 2024, Mayor Henyard, personal attorney with no affiliation to the Village of Dolton, sent a letter to Ms. Johnson. That's what we talked about. Informing her that Keith Freeman was no longer employed with the village and has been terminated. Let me see. So that is the exhibit of the thing. I want to see if they're going to put the letter there. Additional ordinance required the advice and consent of the board. The mayor did not report the reasons for removing Keith Freeman. Yes, she did. She just did. I just showed y'all. That's what I wanted to show y'all. She said he been set tripping and he been snitching. That's what she said. Okay. Keith Freeman and the village administrator to the board and trustees, nonetheless, 5 or more than 10 days, then purported termination as required by the law. Okay, so she goes into the regular board meeting. It's a little bit more. I'm gonna see if there's any more details to what I just read. This adds more details in it, and they actually put links of videos. They talk about the quorum. Well, we talked about not having a quorum. The video is put up there. The village of Dolton already have an administrative Keith Freeman. That's when she appointed Smith. So they put that video up here, right here, as an exhibit. They said that Keith Freeman has still never been properly removed. The village board was never presented with the appointment of the defendant Smith, as the village administrator has never voted to consent. She didn't tell nobody. She literally said he is hired. She's fucking crazy. So he goes into the village appointed attorney. This is where they add the law to it. So that's good. They must have did the original filing real quick to get a court date, and then they went in and update the filing so it could have all the laws and everything. Good job, because the first one we read to you did not have all of the law references, the videos and things. So they got the depiction of the statements that they made when she hired the attorney. So this is in the filing. This is why they won, because they put all that shit, like, don't ask no questions, judge. Here you go. You better read all of this. And that's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to do a file and have all the facts there. And that's why we listen to details. And we learn the laws and put them in letters and say, booyaka. That's what I'm doing to the Illinois State Police. You better stop playing with me, y'all. I love you, Illinois State Police. We here talking about some shit, but you know I want what I want. I'm going to start putting the laws in my next Freedom of Information request, because I don't want to hear nothing. Okay, baby? I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Yeah, and just shots fired. Okay? Police chief appointment, as we go on to that, unlawful. And that's what they should be writing too, about who is this man. Y'all been to put him on a hit list just like Perez, because Mr. Burge is a whole piece of shit, just like Lacey. Oh, don't get it messed up that I don't have to go after Lacey, actually, because hey, Lacey already lost his job. But don't get it messed up like Burge won't get on our hit list of corrupted Illinois police. Oh, we're not stopping. We're not stopping in Dolton, Burge. You could get on the list too. Okay? You and your son. He better not have a license. Okay? So this is the adjudicative relief. This is the plaintiffs restate basically everything that we talked about. Plaintiffs have tangible legal interest. They just putting a stance out there. They did good with this. Go ahead, lawyer. Y'all said, fuck this. I ain't going about to let Grace Levi talk about my damn filing. It's so long, she ain't gonna even want to read all of it. But I'm skimming through it, and pretty much it's a reiteration of what we read with the laws attached to it, okay? And again, at the end of what they have put in detail, this is what they're asking the court for, exactly what we read about, okay? So declaring Mayor Henyard is required to report the reasons they want her to do this. This is what they want, making the judge make her do. Making the mayor follow the right rules to remove and hire people, what we read. All right, so let me see, can I sum this up just a little bit? Declaration of injunctive relief, declaratory and injunctive release, unlawful employment of village administrative, plaintiff versus plaintiff reestates, paragraph. Okay, that's just asking for each individual. So, you know, they had one for Smith, one for Lockett, one for Burgess. So this is just a reiteration for each person. Okay, that's like the counts. again. You see what I'm saying? All right. So they asking for adjudicated relief for all of that. And maybe we can get just a little bit into the exhibits before we get out of here. So you guys can see. So this was the ordinance up there, in the ordinance of the village of Dolton established the appointment position of village of Dolton village administrator. So this was the proof here. As I told you, that's a double-edged sword because you were supposed to prove Keith Freeman ass. And I got the clip. You ain't approve him. You let her do what she wanted to do then. This time they said, not tonight, right? Y'all know I got to mess with y'all trustees. Go ahead and put some fire in y'all back so y'all make sure that shit don't happen again, okay? Go ahead. So this is the village officers and employees law related to the police and personal regulations. Salary is just a portion here that I want to highlight, that how they're supposed to appoint the actual police chief, police officers, civil service examination. They're talking about the examination they're supposed to pass. Hold on. Removal and suspension. Appointments. This is it. Point D. Yes, I did go through this, y'all. I had to go through all. It actually took me a half an hour. It wasn't too bad. All right. So appointments. The head of the department of the office in which the position classifies under the section is to be filled shall notify the commission of the fact, and the commission shall certify the appointment of officers, the name and address of the candidate standing highest upon the registration for the class or grade to which the position belongs. However, in case of labors where a choice by a competition, like a petition. Okay, competition. I'm sorry. It's like petition, but competition. The commissioner may provide by its rules that the section shall be made by law from among those candidates proven to fit by examination, by laborers who have previously been in the services and were removed because their services were no longer required, shall be preferred. So, like, okay, if somebody was in a position where they would be in, like, the position was due away with, or like they didn't need that position, they could utilize that person and transferring them into other appointments. That's what they were saying here. Okay. So that is a way that it can happen, but Burge ain't had shit to do with nothing. That's why she was able to slip Chief Lacey in there and they couldn't do shit about it. Does that make sense? When Collins was fired, she just put Lacey's in like, now it makes sense how she was able to do that. Does that make sense? All right. I know it's kind of legal genre, the way it sounds, but I had to just put it in lame text for us. Y'all know what we do here. So if they already worked for them at some capacity and somebody was terminated, they could kind of like switch them in position, what they did with Lacey. Thick ass Lacey. So municipalities have been employed under temporary authority for 3 years or more during the part of the 3 or more calendar years. That's somebody who's been there for 3 years. That's why he actually fit the appointment. I want to get to the point where they talked about the commission consent. So this talking about if the person is actually hired, it said at or before the expiration of the period of probation, the head of the department of office which candidate is employed may, by and with the consent of the commission, discharge him upon assignment and writing his reasons therefore to the commission. They keep talking about the commission because she's supposed to go to the commissioner. Removal or suspension right here. This is going to skip down. Such charges shall be investigated by or before the Civil Service Commission or by or before some officers or board appointed by the commission to conduct such investigation. The finding and decision of such commission or investigation officers or board, when approved by the commission, shall be certified to the appointed officers and shall forthwith be enforced to such officers. So the commission has the right to make a determination who's hired and fired. So we need to know who on that commission board, because y'all asses was supposed to fire Perez, Carlton, Lacey Lewis, Terry. Y'all want me to name some motherfucking names? Do y'all want me to name some names of these meter freakers who should have been fired? Let me get my paper before I had to kick somebody. But Perez, Hobson, Carlton, Hope, Nunez, Lacey, Price, Coleman, Griffin. Can I say more? Can I say more names? Who the commissioner should have fired? I just had the shots fired. Shit. Okay, I'm going there. Don't fuck around and get down. So the commissioner was supposed to play a part in this. So that's even more of a reason for Mr. Crazy Birds. I don't know what to call him, shucking and jiving birds, bullshitting ass birds, because he had the nerve to talk about, oh, my son did nothing. My son did nothing while he chased down the old lady like he was about to murder her. I was scared for the old lady. Okay. Thank you, Jesus. You need a two-step process to hire these officials, allegedly. Okay. So Exhibit C, let's kind of just get to it. The attorney for the village. So the same thing, I kind of skimmed down and I got to the point where that will be the actual standard. I mean, the stands for them. So special prosecutor, they talk about the bond, compensation, duties, appointment, special attorneys. Right here. Section A, special attorneys, appointment. Notwithstanding any other provisions on to the contrary, the village president, which is Henyard in this case, with the consent of the Board of Trustees, may appoint an additional attorney and additional attorneys to perform special legal services designated by the president and the Board of Trustees. Point blank motherfucking period. Even when she hired Delgado. That's why when we talked about the school board and her trying to get Delgado in there and setting up a fake meeting, that's how crazy she was. You remember she had told all the board members to call on the Zoom, and they said they showed up and it was a meeting and they were trying to get them to vote on Delgado to be over the school board. Oh yeah, next Sunday, I got the juice. Well, I ain't got the juice. I just got what I've been researching. My geeky ass. We're going to go into the school board. There's some shit going on with the school board, too. Corruption, money missing, people asking questions. That'll be the last thing I'll show you is that article since I brought it up because we want to get into it. So this is going into the police department, chief of police, and all that stuff that I just told you. The oath of office. So they go about the oath of office. I guess that has to do with the police conduct. And his conduct, Bird's conduct, is not lawful. Maybe that's why they added this. Like the offer, this is the oath of office for the police. And this nigga had, excuse my language, niggas. I'm a Hebrew, so I call people niggas because that's where my people come from, and they don't know. Okay, the name of the land of it's not Niger. It's Niga. I can show you that. Before they changed the map and they changed it to Africa, that landmass. Okay, so don't get offended when I call my people niggas. I'm not calling them niggas like the derogatory. I'm calling them niggas because I'm saying niggas that was in that area in Africa was acting like a damn fool too, according to the Bible. But I'm gonna just move forward. This niggas is not lawful. So that's probably why they put that in there. I just got to break that down because I get new people who watch me and they like, how she be trying to be professional, funny that she calling her own people niggas. No, it's niggas. I'm a Hebrew woman and there's a meaning behind niggas. That's exactly where we came from. And that's why they called you nigga. But I'm going to move forward, y'all. I just had to throw that out there because maybe somebody in their head sent that to me. It's not out of disrespect, but I'm telling you the behavior of the people on that plateau was terrible, just like how we acted. So let me see, can I get to anything else? This is towards the end of this broadcast. These are the exhibits of this. Now, this was the exhibit. Okay, now, can I correct? I have to give the residents their respect. Okay, Miss Peggy Kelly Swartz. I'm saying her name wrong, but it's Miss Peggy Kelly. She's a resident of Homewood. Mr. Dan Lee, that is the tall, older African-American guy, brown skin with the gray hair. Dan Lee, they wrote to Kwame Raoul about the Open Meetings Act, and Miss Rosie Leftwich. Those were three people that were responsible for getting basically Mr. Kwame Raoul to respond. It took more than one resident, more than one letter, and bothering to fuck him for him to say those two meetings was wrong. And I wonder how much more letters they got to write for them to say that the last two meetings was wrong as well. This is the whole exhibit. It is long. They put in work. They were working on this from September? No, that's a damn lie. June 10th. July meeting they talked about, and it went into this is August meeting. They talked about they were writing letters. Okay, shout out to them, baby. And what else? They went into this is a long exhibit. I was like, damn, they was going in. They went into all the way up to August, I think, and they just so this was the finding and the conclusion. So basically, the finding and conclusions. It was so long. Okay, so they talk about all the facts and all the time that basically she violated the Open Meetings Act. These were the letters that they sent to them. Y'all gonna have to read this for yourself because this is detailed. But I'm gonna get into basically the findings. According to the Attorney General, concluded that the board violated sections 2.01 of OMA by failing to make its June 3rd, July 1st meeting convenient to the open to the public. In accordance with these findings of facts and conclusion of law, the board is directed to take immediately. How they gonna just put it on the board? It's Henyard. Say Mayor Henyard. Fuck you talk about the board. It wasn't the board. The board is directed to take immediate and appropriate action to comply with the opinion by taking measures to make all future meetings convenient and open to the public, including holding meetings at a location where enough space to be reasonably accessible and configure the meeting set up accommodates the public. Although the board is permitted to take responsibility and appropriate measures to ensure the safety of the members of the public and the public office officials. I told you that's why the cops need to be there. It is directed to refrain from unnecessary security measures such as street closures, parking, barricade, and excessive police presence that physically impedes members of the public from reaching Village Hall. You remember they were blocking everything off. That was a time when Jedediah was up there. And you remember they used to have the police officer right at the podium. His old thick ass. There's that Lacey cousin, his old thick ass, his Lacey's son over there. Like, but he didn't look like a bad guy, but you still fall under the bullshit. You should have been like, I don't want to be right there. The motherfuckers they gonna look at me. He was the one when Smith said DOTT, that officer was like, I'm talking about him. He was like DOTT. Okay, I'm just here. So the opinion shall be considered the final decision of the administrative agency for the purpose of administrative review under the administrative review law. So basically, they're put it on a board when they should have been putting Henyard name in this motherfucker because the board didn't do this. So Kwame Raoul, you better focus on the right person, sir, Attorney General. Okay, so this was the certificate of service that they all got their update about winning something for the residents. And this was the last exhibit that basically highlight where Henyard was appointing these gremlins. Chief Lacey Lewis, ratification of the termination from former Deputy Chief Lewis. That's when she tried to get him back in there. Approval of the business license. Hold up, where else? That was about Chief Lacey though. Where the rest of them at? Well, in this particular, just to show you on this last document before we round things up, there has been a few cases here that I have read, and there's a few cases that I have not read. So these cases I will be reading to you guys coming up in the future. We did Camilla Williams. That was the one that was connected to Alexis Wilson case, the protester who was arrested. She got $30,000. I did not. Marshawn Murdoch. We're going to look into that case. Paris Dolton. We're going to look into that case. Dolton Park District. Now we're going to see if it's different from the other two gentlemen who were on the board that of the district board that they were trying to like basically force to put Delgado in as lawyers. Like I just told you what they did. They had a fake Zoom meeting talking about we just gonna talk today. Had them all showing up like courtroom. Gotcha. And it was like, heck no. So that was in that lawsuit. So I want to look to see if Park District is different. And that's where we're going to get into the drama with the Park District. Okay. Yeah. And we're going to close off just by showing you what I've been talking about. The last part where it's going to get us ready for next week. You ready? Are you ready? Well, actually, the park district, I'm gonna clarify. I'm going to take that back. We're gonna be talking about the school district. We know the park district had issues with her already. Let me clarify that. We're gonna do some more findings to see the developments on the park district issues with Mayor Henyard when she was finding them, giving them fines. We're gonna follow up on that later on. But this is the one that we're gonna follow up on coming up this possible next Sunday or Wednesday. Wednesday, I said I was going to do Kamal. Part 2, Kamal. Now, this is what we're going to do next Sunday. Dolton school deputy says she's at risk for firing over raising alarm on money mismanagement. Did y'all see this shit? I'm always finding something. And then we're going to get to y'all comments and sign off. Thank you for being here. We try not to go over 2 hours, but y'all do know that we're going to split this up and y'all going to get to see each one, okay? But let's get into what's happening right here with the Dolton School District. And I know Trina Downs like, yeah, the motherfucker's crooked, because that's what we were talking about before when Trina Downs and the Park District lady got into it, because she said, y'all going to jail too. Now let's figure out what Trina possibly talking about. I told y'all don't disregard the message because y'all don't like the messenger. No, please. I'm telling you, just listen to the message. Don't worry about the messenger. People didn't like the stuff Jesus Christ was saying. People didn't like the stuff that Jeremiah in the Bible was saying, but they end up being the truth. And I'm not saying that Trina is the people from the Bible, but usually people you don't want to listen to be the people you need to listen to. Okay, I mean, at least it would give her a chance to hear what the hell she's saying.
Deputy Superintendent Dr. Sonia Whitaker is fighting for her job here at Dolton West School District 148. In a lawsuit filed today, she alleges she was placed on unpaid leave after she raised concerns over millions of dollars of federal funds she says were mishandled by the superintendent.
I didn't close my eyes, shut the door, and act like I didn't have concerns. That would have been way too easy.
Under the roof of Rainbow Push Coalition headquarters on Chicago's South Side were the cries of Deputy Superintendent Dr. Sonia Whitaker, hoping to be heard by her employer, Dolton West School District 148 in South Suburban Riverdale. In a federal lawsuit filed today, Whitaker claims the school board retaliated against her because of her race, placing her on unpaid leave in a public meeting last Thursday, after she says she raised concerns for months to the school board and state school leaders over $13 million in federal emergency relief funds that she says were mishandled.
$13 million for your race, girl. No, it's because they corrupt. Don't use that. You're going to lose. It's hard to win a case based on race. Unless they say, yo, you black motherfucker, you this, you that, you can't prove it. So you better rescind that. I'm just keeping it real. You have to have circumstantial evidence, real evidence. I'm just real. And the evidence here is that they conspire. So tell your lawyer to rewrite this shit up again.
Handled by Superintendent Dr. Kevin Nolte.
I did what all my training told me to do. I followed the process. And to have to stand before you today, it's very much a distraction.
When you take those federal dollars and not apply it for the purposes that they were given, it hurts children, it hurts families.
Whitaker's attorneys say her speaking out should be protected by the Illinois Whistleblower Act. Whitaker has been the deputy superintendent since 2019, and according to the lawsuit, during her tenure, she received, quote, excellent ratings in all evaluated categories. However, Whitaker alleges she was still given a notice by the school board without due process, accusing her of 20 alleged acts of misconduct, including theft of public property and unlawful harassment, which she denies.
Wow, this is the story that keep on giving. So we got to follow up with the school board, because I told y'all, don't be mad at the messenger, because Trina been hollering some shit, and I've been watching on the low, like, what's she talking about? Because I don't discredit people. I mean, ain't nobody perfect, but I listen. I be like, wait, that motherfucker just made a prophecy. He's sitting on the side of the road. All right, I'm gonna keep that in the back of my head. You never know. I'm really open. Like I don't judge people like that. So did that mean that I'm gonna deal with them and I can deal with the personality too much? Maybe not. But I listen. I listen because I want to know.
When we begin to hear from the other side, they're going to try to frame that somehow or other there is some flaw in Dr. Whitaker's performance or her character that somehow justifies an unjust action.
I left a message for the superintendent as well as visit his office here in Riverdale, but was told he was not available for a comment today. That termination hearing is scheduled for later this month and is not open to the public.
All right.
That 2 year.
Do we have something else to pay attention to? Yes, we do. This is the story that keep on giving. All right, it is 9 p.m. out here in Atlanta time, and it is 8 p.m. Illinois time. I want to say thank you for you guys being with me for 2 hours and a half. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to break this up into 3 sections where we're going to highlight what happened with Mr. Roberts. Then we're going to highlight Mr. Thug, allegedly Thug, Keith, Kamal Woods, because it's all those Keith. Kamal Woods, that's basically our intro to who is Kamal Woods. Wednesday, we're going to go into some of these cases against Kamal Woods. We're going to bunch them up to make them make sense. He looking like a white collar criminal to me, but I'm going to just shut the hell up because I did not find any cases where he's locked up for drugs, possession. And I'm going to keep on looking. I'm going to keep hunting. Until then, I want you guys to stay dope. I want you guys to stay sucker free. I want you guys to keep an open mind, learn from everybody, and definitely don't have that gang mentality because you're going to be able to keep your mind on the prize and get prepared for the future and ask the right questions. So we're going to follow up. I do have some drops in the middle of the week. We're going to go into a little bit of what the Dolton trustees are doing with their campaign. And then we're going to move on into some of the other campaign elected officials. Y'all, I'm scary. Look, I don't want to talk about everybody because there's some people going, I fucking hate Grace Levi. I'm just going to put out there what's the truth. Okay. I'm going to tell God to guide it. I'm not trying to mess up nobody reputation, nothing, but I have a few more cases to read. I have a few more backgrounds to look at, and say, damn, was that you? Was that you? Are you over here running for a position? I'm gonna just have to show y'all because real is real over here. We have nobody, no connections. Even if we wanted to, they remember that they had locked my black ass out, right? I never forgot. I'm not mad at y'all, but I know y'all not loyal to Grace Levi. So I can't be loyal to y'all. I could be only loyal to the people. That's why I be getting in trouble as a nurse, because I think y'all know that I'm never going to be sloganary. As long as you're moving righteously and you're honest, I'm going to support you and tell the truth. You see what I'm saying? Even with Mr. Roberts, I love him. What he did wasn't totally right, but I still support him 100%. So I'm just giving y'all a warning. The shit that I bring out, I don't care. That y'all better know what's going on with everybody. And if I do bring out something that y'all aren't comfortable with, y'all speak upon it. Say, hey, I'm not doing that shit no more. That was before I experienced the Tiffany Henyard blunder that they called the mayor, and I thought she was a good person. But get ready because the block is going to be hot, okay? I love you guys, and I'm going to see y'all Wednesday. Look out for the drops I have in between and my other segments that falls under Levi production. Gotta go. I'll see y'all throughout the week.
And therefore, when you have a purpose for your life, it disciplines your behavior. Children not alive. And chooses your habits. Purpose gives life meaning.
This is what the Pharisees tried to stop. This is what got John the Baptist locked. This is what got Paul neck chopped. This is what introduced the ruach. This is why Moses wrote every jot. This is my guaranteed heaven spot. This is the gospel of a Mashiach. Guaranteed none of this getting stopped. Sit still, clear your mind, praise Yah, meditate. See myself small like FaceTime, seek his face and his peace, renovate. Top 10. Elevate for heaven's sakes, no pun intended. Recommended, delegated like a Senate. Out of box, outbox like I sent it. I feel the spirit. Yah bless me with the wisdom, so I spill it like a beverage. Meditate in the field, son of edges. Read his words like he texted. Not a Bible, but a weapon. We the army, why you stressing? Triple numbers, manifesting. They don't know better. Adolescent, that's a lesson.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Dolton Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Terms 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections are at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit.
Listen, y'all.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Why are you detaining me? You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job.
I'm Martinez.
You about to